1069.
From the north, south, east and west they come in to jam. Now everybody with the dance, the minds program for a good time. Meeting, greeting, jumping, sharing one love. Some of them you don't see till around this time. Displaying their sexy body and looking so fine. Want to see them dance, want to see them shake. To see boom boom roll, it's out of this world. I can't wait for festival time again, just to get behind them and join them. Can't forget about all this sorrow and pain, just to get behind them and join them. So give me room, let me jump when I come to play. I just want to get behind them and join them. A big boom to jump has to make my day. I just want to get behind them and join them. Pregnant. And when time come to mind the picnic, you can't find them. Come down, Willis. When you met Tiffany, it was so much fun. So much fun. Nice time couldn't done. Hey man, no she get pregnant, you are not wrong. Yes man, you put two wheels on your heels and you run. Hey man, stand up to your responsibility and mind your picnic. Mind your picnic. Man, stand up to your responsibility and mind your picnic. Mind your picnic. The children need a daddy. The children need a daddy. Later you'll be sorry. I say the children need a daddy. The children need a daddy. Later you'll be sorry. Hear me out. On a stone, but now you ain't got no soul. It's so hard, she has to be mom and dad. While you play sweet man clamoring and roam, acting like you have no seat in this world. Hey man, stand up to your responsibility and mind your picnic. Mind your picnic. Man, stand up to your responsibility and mind your picnic. Mind your picnic. The children need a daddy. The children need a daddy. Later you'll be sorry. I say the children need a daddy. The children need a daddy. Later you'll be sorry.
Dancing music right here on Boom 1069 FM. Back to the Future, DJ Shady, yours truly, Mario. Fernando on the inside too, as we do it like this.
When we were together, you were amazing. But just like the seasons, you started changing.
Big respect to our social media family. Diggs BT Dubs 7. Nice to have you on the inside on Twitch.
My best to be true. Never thought that the things you were doing were no good for you.
My Facebook family, Merry Providence, good to have you locked on.
Heart, give you my soul. You turn around and leave me. I gave you my time, treated you kind. You said you don't need me. Baby, gave you my heart, gave you my soul. You turn around and leave me. I gave you my time, treated you kind. You said you don't need me.
Good morning, Angela. How you doing?
It's been a long time now since I've been watching you, and from what I can tell, I know you like me too. Just come home with me tonight. Come to me, baby, 'cause I know I can do it right. Wine for me, lady. Just come home with me tonight. Come to me, baby, 'cause I know I can do it right. Wine for me, lady. You said you have a man, and he's not good to you. Girl, if you need someone who will be there for you,
trending station. We are the trending station.
Me say action movie, you don't know it cool. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom 1069.
Static.
Hair laid, shape nice.
Work.
I'm a bad bitch in real life.
Work.
Freaky things, so talk nice for this.
Work.
So good, make 'em call out of
Static.
hair laid, shape nice.
Work.
I'm a bad bitch in real life.
Work.
Freaky things, so talk nice for this.
Work.
So good, make 'em call out of
Pretty little the fatty black and he's so pretty like it when him lick my this up my neck and give me icky. No, me not can have a man in every city got a little nitty gritty. Go me no fi grip.
This hurricane, flash floods through the night, yeah. Wanna play with Duchess in the bag, must be right, yeah. Kiss it cause you miss it, pity per make it shiver. Dripping off your tongue, yeah, I'm young like a
I just want your body on me, girl, you said so good. I just wanna work. I know you want me to work on it, get to work on it. Yeah, whatever we do, let it stay between me and you. Yeah, cock up your body, just let me work on you.
Like a snicker, black chocolate, you quicker bumper, fat up, ticker like it when the bigger. Tease him like a stripper, the avant glitter pot, hotter than a butterfly.
Wanna bend it over, pretty pink from the private jet. Got that in-flight snack. And if you wanna own it, gotta pay a plus tax. Ain't cheap, none them
I just want your body on me, girl, you said so good. I just wanna work. I know you want me to work on it, get to work on it.
You know I'm heavy, yeah. And them other girl no ready, me say. I know you see this bumper heavy, yeah. Caution sign, cause me will damage you. Better brace yourself when me back it up. Cause my bumper heavy. Them can't believe, oh my get all this song in all my jeans. Them want for marry me fast by any means. Call me on the fatty bum where them need. Yeah, come give me that love. It's a rap when my wine go down low. Nobody act like so you tough. Ain't gotta ask if I make you nervous. You know I'm heavy, yeah. And them other girl no ready, me say. I know you see this bumper heavy. Caution sign, cause me will damage you. Better brace yourself when me back it up. Cause my bumper heavy.
You're going with their things I wrote, that's why you accuse me. Me can't take the cussing no more, you're out to lose me. You're too insecure, baby. Me can't take this no more, baby. I wanna fighting when we combine. Me can't search your phone, but you wanna search mine. You're too insecure, baby. Man wicked, oh man wicked, ah. But when time for cheat, we no similar. No matter what woman do fi keep man happy, them a go still give we bun like a Rizla. Guilty conscience, I eat a beat you. Me can't have no male friends, them no people. But you fi know the world a woman, you're too evil. Childish and immature, you're too insecure, baby. Me can't take this no more, baby. I wanna fighting when we combine. We can't search your phone, but you wanna search mine. You're too insecure,
OMG in the morning.
Ha. Hey, if I insecure, Sita, it's because, I mean, look, watch you. I mean,
Look at
I can't help it, girl. I can't help it. Sometimes when you leave the house, I just miss you as soon as you leave. Sita.
Big up all and insecure folks.
Well, you be insecure if you dating a lady.
If you dating Sita.
If I dating Sita.
It was like an artist who's popular.
I know,
making
I
more
don't,
money
nah,
than you.
You wouldn't be insecure?
No, I wouldn't be insecure. I'll be
That'll be
cautious,
a
but not insecure.
You'll be cautious. You still want to search your phone and stuff.
My back broad right now.
Baby, when I listen to that, don't lie about the little thing.
You know,
Big up Bing. Bing, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, big up
I
Bing.
know you got some stuff that you're taking care of, buddy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you always
man.
we always got your front of mind, Bing.
it's 7:05 in SV3,
Oh, boy.
and already a number of persons are already logged on, tuned into our live stream. You know what I mean? Angela, big up as usual. Rosemary, highly favored child. Lloyd, Mary, Mary, man, Mary, give you so much energy. Bart is in. Sita stuff must have goal.
Listen, you don't have to read all of his messages. You know.
I think we need to vet Bart more.
What is this?
What is happening on your side, Mario, man?
Boy, everything's all
How
right,
often
man.
you just been Facebook chill?
Oh, Bert? Oh, yeah, we need to make a special wing
it doesn't
of
appear that
Facebook.
it doesn't
Facebook
appear
jail.
because you know he's always here, always commenting. So it seems like he Mario, that was clean.
He said that was clean. Yes.
Man, let's go ahead.
Listen, well, yesterday, as I was telling Shady, we spoke briefly about a fire at Fountain. At least when it was happening, someone messaged us and told us, so we were able to get the heads up.
Yes.
Now there is a bit of perspective to it right now. There's a story from the St. Vincent Times. We'll probably get into it a little later, but of course, the fire destroys the home of mother and her 6-year-old son in Fountain. Now I know that there is a GoFundMe for the young lady as well. So I'll give you details on that and the full story on the Fountain fire. Well, at least what we have here. When the news comes in.
And this is Nicole Brown.
Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, that's right.
I saw, Madzat, a businessman, popular, artist and so forth. He said during our volcano relief effort, on many Sundays we distributed hot home cooked meals to person. Many of those meals came from Nicole Brown's kitchen. Today she no longer has that kitchen, and I don't need to say anymore. So it appears that Nicole Brown is a very nice person who would have contributed during the volcanic eruption, provided relief and so forth.
And there's a staff member here as well too that knows her personally, right? So we want to help as much as we can. So we're gonna get the GoFundMe information on our Facebook platform and so on, and every little bit helps. Right?
And that's one thing about Metro Saint and Boom and Ike TV. We're always trying to provide some support. You know what I mean? I could remember during the volcanic eruption, we would have helped a number of persons. That was really good. That was really good.
Yes.
So Mario, in other news, we have some sad news. This morning. There was incident in, I should say, a shooting incident in Chester Cottage. That left one person dead. Shady, I don't know if you know about that news.
Chester Cottage. I
Chester
saw that.
Cottage
I saw a short story about it earlier. I just there's no real information though, but we're gonna give you as much as we can. But
what we can say is that the man is in his mid-50s, and according to the report, the man goes by the alias Secret. And he was shot sometime in the early morning of Wednesday the 2nd.
Wow.
So
there's a spate of senseless killings happening, man. Not. And I don't want to say that this is a Vincentian problem because there's senseless killings all over. I mean, yesterday we heard about a high-profile one with Takeoff
from the Migos.
From the Migos group, right? I mean now people are being killed today here. What do you know the murder? The homicide rate.
The homicide. So this would bring it to 33. 33. Homicide for the year.
What's that compared to last year's figures? Can you?
I think it's trending upwards.
Is it?
It's trending upwards. You know what I mean? And hopefully we don't have more of these incidents because it could It's charting close to the record, I think, which is 40 plus. So
wow,
we have to be mindful of that.
Definitely.
The good thing is though, the spirit of shooting and killing that we're having in September, that would have, you see that has gone down and so forth. So October was good.
Yes.
October, which my month is one of the best months in the whole.
What's wrong with you, eh? And okay, so ignoring that nonsense. No, it's good that there was a reduction in October.
Yes.
So maybe this is why it feels so jarring today. Because there was such a break. A break. But
it's just like to give October a nice break. This is what I'm saying, because in October there wasn't any. As far as I know, there wasn't any. Just persons celebrating birthday and so forth, like me. Angela said, "Yes, Mario. People open your hearts and help the sister out, please."
Definitely.
I've saw where Madzat would have made his comment as well. Persons asking how can we help and so forth. And I think
so we're gonna get that information onto the
And those persons in the diaspora, you have to big them up too,
of course,
because as much as persons might be critical of them when they express their opinion, they always seems to come forward and help us in these situations. So kudos to all of those who think about us and give back to their country.
They're always standing in solidarity with folks on the mainland and in the Grenadines. And they're very vocal about about progress for the country. And I know that sometimes the message will get lost in passion,
right?
Or sometimes it gets clouded with politics. But I think that at the very core of it, everyone wants what's best for themselves and their family
and the country.
Well, once you say yourself and your family, by extension, it's the country.
Okay,
right? Because this is where you live.
Yes. Angela say, "We love our people." Yes,
there you
Angela.
go. There you go.
That's
it. This is where your heart resides.
So,
all right. So after all the pleasantries,
I
know you say that you had something you wanted to drop on me just now.
Yes.
You went to the gas station.
Yes.
You pull up like a baller.
Big boy thing. You know what I mean? A big boy thing. So you know what I mean? Once I pull up, and the folks see the big boy.
Come now, man.
They were like, Fernando, we have to talk to you now about something, man. We have to talk about you now.
And after you unfold your $10 to put in the
put party. Thing gonna be the tank looking good today. You gone to the middle kneel.
All right.
Normally I see in yellow. Yeah, I get almost half a tank from that. You know what I mean? So I'm burning it carefully. If I have to go too far, jump in a van and park it up till I come back. You have to be conservative. You know what I mean?
All right, so you get first.
But there are some person, there are a number of persons who seems to pick up on something here. And according to one of those gas station worker, while they would have indicated that gasoline would go down by $2 and I think 10 cents, diesel would go down by $1. Gasoline has gone down, but diesel has not gone down.
All right.
And that is something that they want to know why, and if they were lied to because they were told that
it was going down.
It was going down, but they can't.
So you've confirmed that it hasn't gone down, and that's just at one place or in several?
In at least one.
Okay.
At least one.
Now, is it the fact that they have to sell through the stock that was bought at the higher price before that price goes into effect?
No. They told us that the price would go into effect from Monday.
How does that work though?
Because they've already bought it.
But they already paid. The
distributor.
Right.
They've paid.
Yeah.
It's not until what you have in storage clear out and in use.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe I don't know.
No, but if you're
that makes sense to me.
If you're making a statement that gasoline at the pump and diesel will go down by X amount on Monday, then persons are looking for it to go down.
No, we know that.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. But I'm just trying to unpack why. That is all.
Like when you're selling goods, when you import,
why it haven't gone down?
You pay you pay a certain fees on that, so they have to sell at a certain price to
to make that money back.
Right.
So when that finish now and the new set come in, the difference should be.
Well, apparently the new set came in, so you're looking now
overnight?
for the
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean? So
so you went and you ask them, you say, hey, gas station man, is this old stock that you're selling through?
No.
So you don't know investigation.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. If you're telling me that gas and diesel is going down by X amount on Monday, I am looking for it to go down by X amount on Monday.
I hear that.
Yes.
I understand. I can process that. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying is, if you hear, right, well, this thing ain't going down. The first question is why? So you go to the gas station owner, manager, whoever, and say, so how come this hasn't gone down yet? And then let them explain why. You don't just say, well, the thing ain't going down, so all you lie.
Angela said, no shady. Ralph said,
yes,
Monday, all fuel on Monday. Yeah, that is the point. So if the prime minister is saying gas is going down today, right. But those persons managing the gas station are saying, well, hey, hold up. Yeah. Gas is not going down today because we have old stock that needs to be sold off. Right. Then somebody lied to us.
No, well, if that is the case, I mean, it could have been done before. You can just say,
you guys just making excuses.
We're not making excuses. We're asking why. Instead of just saying, Ralph lie, the man lie. Well, for all you know, right?
Gas diesel didn't go down.
For all in that one place. What about the other places?
So you're trying to.
I'm not trying to do anything.
It's supposed to go down by $1 at all these gas stations.
When?
Oh gosh, hey.
By Monday. Yeah. So I mean, as you said, there's a question as to why. That there is a need for an explanation. But the point is what we were told didn't transpire.
But you didn't find out why. So all you're doing is just throwing gas.
I'm just telling you what transpired, and that is the case.
Why?
I don't know. You
exactly.
Ask them why.
You have to ask them why.
Why should I ask them why?
Because you're a journalist. You coming here to talk about it.
I am telling you something. Listen, that transpired. Right. The facts are
the facts are that at this place, right? At this one place that Fernando went to, because we haven't heard about any other places, but at this one place Fernando went to, diesel didn't go down. And Fernando didn't ask why the diesel ain't go down.
So we need to ask the Prime Minister why.
But you were at a place that you could have got answers right there.
So we need to ask why. The company or the Prime Minister?
The first point of contact is the pump. So how come this ain't go down when the Prime Minister say I was getting this going down?
Well,
and if they say, well, ask Ralph. Then you ask him.
Well, we asked why, but they're puzzled.
You didn't ask why.
Yeah, we did ask why.
Who you ask why?
The gas station attendant. Yeah.
The gas station attendant will know.
Yeah.
He will know. He's following orders. He or she is following orders.
You trying to?
You see,
you trying to?
I'm trying to start a dialogue to find out why.
But then maybe by raising the point, yes, we might find out why.
Yes, but you were at a moment of truth where you could have found out right there.
I asked.
You didn't ask nobody. You stopped by the pump and said,
don't
why?
Try that.
But I don't know. Okay,
I don't know you're trying to defend it. I don't know you're trying to defend it.
I'm defending finding out why. That is all I'm defending.
Hopefully somebody can tell Mario why. But at the moment, as promised, the promise has not been fulfilled. All right, we could go to
one gas station.
We could go to.
Can somebody from a different gas station let me know if diesel drop?
All right. In the meantime, let's pay our bill. Okay.
Yes.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
Education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch, no more than ever. We offer programs of quality, affordability, online, on-site, on demand, from undergraduate to PhD. Fulfill your dreams, acquire your degree at Open Campus.
At Pharmacy Plus, you can get your personal care, hair care, prescription, dental, and over-the-counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices. Located on Egmont Street, opposite Home Collection. We're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus, for supreme care and more.
Off all doors, windows, and tiles, and 15% off all paint. Plus, whenever you purchase 2 or more gallons of paint, you get a paintbrush for free. It all goes down at Correz Building Supplies, Diamond Woods, Ace Hardware in Kingstown, Ace 2 in Arnesville, and Ace 3 in Pembroke. Head to any of these locations now for your doors, windows, tiles, and paint, and save big. Follow the Correz Hazels Facebook and Instagram pages for more information on the extravaganza sale. This offer ends December 31st, 2022. Correz Hazels. Terms and conditions apply.
On your marks, get set, go! Black Friday starts now at Core. Shop now and take advantage of our 40% off instant Black Friday bundle promotion. Buy any item in store and get up to 40% off the second item. Plus, save big on the best TV deal with brands like Samsung, TCL, LG, Sony at unbelievable prices. Just the season to begin your shop.
When you top it up, switch it up, set it up on the love. Easy wins with love.
Get the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $10 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, set it up on the love. Easy wins with love.
No terms and conditions apply.
127 grams select pyrite pasta, $3. Local plus marine, $14.80. Sissy's salted peanut, $8.50. Wally 750 ml seasoning, $10. Handy Helper paper towel, $3.45. 3-bottle special, SLR, Sparrows and Jopi's punch of cream, $80. Offer valid from the 24th to the 31st of October. Carrera distribution. Terms and conditions apply.
The evolution of radio. Boom 1069.
Turn the beat down a little bit. All right, right there. What's this scene, yeah? Girl, you mean, yeah? The way you move, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go up the way.
Hey.
Feeling it there.
I know.
You in performance mode. You ready to run out and then start.
No, that is
you gotta eat first.
I feel yourself today. Should I really send a video to Shady when I'm mashing up the place weekend on the boy for
Nice talk.
comments and
I only talk. I ain't see no video you mashing nothing up.
I send that your boy for, oh God, Bamboo Man boy. You man the bad. we have a caller this morning. I think we know who.
Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, my brother.
Hey, how are you today?
Let me hear. I don't want to hear you all talk like it's you all in a private. I want you all to educate me, educate the public. Because let me say this. You see, I go on other radio stations, and I am proud of. I could come forward now and say, Boom and Extreme Radio, they have reached a different level. And you guys, I was a little worried because you're young and politicians could influence you all. You have held your all own, and I want to be proud of you because I've done my research, and the majority of people in this country are happy that you all are trying your all best.
Right.
I just want to say to you, there is no change in these. I call all you do. I call Mr. Wilson gas station because I call them regular, and the price literally remains very, very similar. We have gas at 16.06, and we have the diesel at 17.44. That's not changed.
Yes.
LPG remains at 42.75. These figures are basically too high because what we have seen in, say, Grenada and some of the other Caribbean countries, Barbados, they have put a cap on those prices. Why? That when you carry them too high, you're literally destroying your very economy and causing shutdowns and people losing a job. We have no level of organization. What we have is a destruction of our economy, and so you see tourism, all the other sectors, and so how does Mr. Gonzalez pay salaries? By taxing people, going to NIS, carry up the overdraft, borrow money, and carry that way over 5 billion. Let me tell you something. I call the accountant general. What is it that? Not 2 billion. It cannot be 2 billion because just Petrocarib alone is 1 billion. I'm saying to you, I beg you all, keep your radio station very productive because people are getting fed up of some of the other radio stations that all they do is tell lies to make dictatorship look good. Let me say to you finally, there is a change coming in Israel. I am happy because even though I'm worried that Mr. Netanyahu literally was charged for corruption. What corruption you would want more than what has happened in Brazil, where a criminal is now going to be a leader? I am only saying to you, my brother, I'm worried for my country. I'm very, very disturbed. I used to feel proud to hail Labour, and then when Mr. Gonzalez came to it, all we had is just terror. So when you criticize him, he put you out of a work. We have got to get back our country. One quick thing. Do you know, one last one. Do you know that the judge in New York has said clearly that I cannot tolerate any nonsense? Did you all have evidence that the vaccines are safe? And the judge said, I know that the vaccines are not holding up. How could you discriminate about who you give a vaccine? I'm saying, Mr. Gonzalez, send back my policemen and them to work, Send back our citizens to work, Unions, if you all ain't get it right this week, I want you all young people to call for the resignation of the welfare leader, the union leader. Well, nobody was born and no Jackson. But I'm saying it's time that all people get heavy in the talking with money, I want justice for my people, man. I love you all. I love you.
Yes, nice up. Oh, jeez.
All right.
He get a bit excited today.
Well, yeah, but you gotta keep him to that time. Hit that time, and
the folks say you're going good today. Hamo, Alicia, he did good. He did well. Michelle.
Morning, Michelle. Morning. I want to, of course, once again, let you know that there is a GoFundMe for Nicole's rebuilding, and like I said, everybody is always talking about how great she.
That's what I tell you. Madzat was all over the place doing volcanic relief, and he said that Nicole Brown provided support from our own kitchen, and now that kitchen doesn't exist anymore. So those who can help Nicole, how can they?
Well, there's like I said, there is a GoFundMe account, right? So it's of course www.gofundme /1ECC4B95. So that's 1ECC4B95. So yeah, once you go onto GoFundMe and of course see that code, you can do it. Of course, it's Nicole's Rebuilding. It's organized by Eartha Brown, All right. We're going to get this on our Facebook platform so that you can just get the link, click the link, and you can make a donation. So if you're in the diaspora listening, or if you're just a fan, this is one of the sisters of the soil that's a very productive and a very caring sister as well too. So we want to give back and help.
Awesome, man. We have some comments on the live. Most of the comments are pointed towards Hamo.
And big up the Madzart, the Fed King.
Hamo is somebody say Hamo, is that what the judge in New York said? Hamo, you do not know that New York State is appealing the judge's decision. So Hamo, there's some comment there for you. Hamo doesn't drive. Why is Hamo checking the prices? Well, Hamo is always interested in issues and events, and you know what I mean. So that's it there. Hamo always involved. Somebody said 1 more minute and Hamo explode. Hamo keep it in a level with it. You know what I mean? Big up Hamo there, boy. Always calling in and providing some, comments, always contributing. So big him up right there. As we were saying before, we are following a development there on early this morning. A gentleman by the alias Secret was shot and killed in Chester Cottage, and he's said to be in his mid-50s. The police are investigating. Police investigation, going on right now. I think Bart don't like to hear that word, boy. Bart does the police.
That is triggering. We've got a voice note here as well, too. Ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Good morning, guys. That guy Fernando need to come off a radio, man. That guy is a hater, man. Daniel was better than this guy.
What?
You guys need to get rid of Fernando off of the radio.
What?
Call him do come check. He don't have no much journalist sense at all.
Hey, you see?
You guys are rebuke him and he don't listen.
You see? You got to do the investigation.
Just like that nice and fake comment, man. What do you mean I am a hater and I am telling you something what transpired, Mario. How could this person say I am a hater? My God. That is a serious comment, but I feel now, boy. That's his opinion.
Nah, don't
big
feel
him up, big him up, big him up, big him up still, big him up still, big him up. Carla, big up yourself, boy. I don't know how I become a hater for expressing something that transpired. I am saying that I went to the gas station, was told that diesel still remain at the price. It hasn't gone down since. And you're saying that I don't know how I'm hating, bro. Brother, big up yourself. That's your opinion anyway. You know what I mean? Big up those who support the thing, those who support me, and those who are their own opinion. You know what I mean? big up Angela, Bernadette, all those others who are live, who are tuning in, and those who are on the traveling in the van. I met a gentleman yesterday, and he said he always follow the program.
That's good.
Yeah. So there are a lot of persons who are listening, persons who are always supporting. So I don't know. This Winston says sounds like I can't say that word, the boy. Don't study Fernando. I study.
No man.
My background.
I get all kinds of things thrown at me too. But Fernando, that's how it is. That's how it is. You won't please everyone.
Boy, I feel like I want to listen to that voice note there again.
Where's that one? That is your own partner calling you that.
Evelyn say you take away the woman. That's why he wants to get rid of you.
All right.
Why Carla? Fernando don't bother with this guy. Man, I understand, man. Enough. Boy, Carla, you know where the fun. You got no way the fun, boy.
Nice.
You got no way the fun. Go ahead, man.
No. So we were talking about the shooting, right? Were we able to get the numbers?
The homicide?
Yeah. Between last and this.
Yeah. We can find out.
All right.
We can find out. Yeah.
So what we'll do then?
But I can tell you that the homicide count at the moment is 33.
Yeah, 33. Yeah. That's what you said. But we got to figure out the trend, right? But like I said, it's trending up. I just want to validate. It's 7:35 now. So what we're gonna do, all right, is try to take a quick break, let you know what's going on with Flo, and then come back because Dr. Richards is going to be in. Not Dr. Richards, sorry. Jomo is going to be with us at 7:45. All right.
Yeah. Godfrey's in the house. Godfrey say good morning, guys. You're all doing a good job.
Yeah.
So you're gonna read some live there while you
man.
it up.
Yeah, you do that. So get more value every day. with upgraded always-on combo plans from Flow. Yep. Enjoy unlimited WhatsApp, including video chat and voice, and up to 15 gigs of LTE data. More data, more talk, and more sports on the go with 3-day plans starting as low as $12. That's real low. That low like a limbo. Top up at your favorite vendor, in-store, kiosk, or online. It's easy at www.topupflow.com to stay connected to the moments that matter. Terms and conditions apply. Flow is keeping you connected. And of course, big respect to IKTV, Channel 112, all about you doing their thing. We're talking about Properly Vincy. How properly Vincy are you? If you're from the Grenadines, watch it, because we did it from Beckway, son, and Beckway, sweet. Oh, it's a scene, all right? They've also got page turners. They've got Let's Get Down to Business, Millennium Kids Top 10 Countdown, and of course reruns of OMG and all kinds of things. It's IKTV Channel 112, all about you. Let's see if we can take a break. Come back with more Fernando, Mario, and Shady. OMG.
What's happening at Barry?
You want Barry too?
And big up the haters in the meantime.
What's that one? Barry has got parts like peas. That's why I know about Barry. They just threw me off with Barry.
Barry and on fleek. All right, let's take the ad, man.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah. Let the SVG Teachers Cooperative Credit Union.
Lumber and Ply, the event we've all been waiting for. Get ready for a night of poise, elegance, sophistication, and pure talent. The Miss Plus Size Universe International brings to you its 7th annual pageant as they present some of the most beautiful women all vying for the crown on Saturday, November 5th at the Russell Auditorium, Kingston, St. Vincent at 8 p.m. Get your early bird tickets for only $50. General tickets $100. For the VIP table, only $250. Get your tickets at Diamond Girl, Kathleen Bailey Creations at E.T. Joshua Mall, and the Land Store at the airport terminal. Live performances by Darren Andrews, Javid, and more. Also, an appreciation and red carpet segment. Wow! Who will take home the crown for the Miss Plus Size Universe International 2022 on Saturday, November 5th? Don't you miss it.
Activate the 3, 7 or 30-day combo plan. Pay up your bill, bundle now and get a smartphone for only $49. Switch to Flow. Bundle, yeah. Bundle, with Flow. Bundle, save. Tap up, yeah. Tap up, mad. Tap up. Flow got the place covered. Browse all you want. Post all you want. Flow got the place covered. Do what you want. Watch all you want.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentions that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
Hey, boom.
Yo, that's advice me not to drink, but you see what I go on?
I'm drunk again, too much liquor.
Yo, it's fun, man.
I'm drunk again. Let it go. You're waiting for the man. Me waistline stiff, I cannot jam. But as soon as the liquor touch me hand, I drink a
I want you hear this party, caller.
I don't make me love myself. I just love myself. I don't study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. 4 shots and I kick it like a.
Whoa, Shady, boy. You can't bring back the party, boy. I don't study people. I don't business them.
Like a champion. Why they not a bam bam? Let's go. You're waiting for the ball. Me waistline stiff. I cannot jam. But as soon as the liquor touch me hand, I drink a bottle and a half and a fish jam. Over the liquor was in my head and I have no behavior. I have no behavior. Mashing up the area. Over the liquor was in my head and I have no behavior. I have no behavior. Jump and disorder. Rum, whiskey and tequila. We drinking like water. All a girl and just dish it hard. Dish it the stamina. The liquor does make me love myself. I just love myself. I don't study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. Study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. Study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. Study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. Study people. I don't business thing. I don't business thing. Study people. I don't business thing. Bad mind don't want to see nobody win. Feel like
Shady, why you too bad, boy? Oh, you wanted to say something, Mario? You wanted to say something? Shady, play the back again. Play the back again.
children, don't mind my business. Go watch your TV, don't watch my business. That's not dinner, study your business. Because it's just not dinner, you will never graduate.
Plain talk. Plain talk with Jumo Thomas.
So much things to say right now.
All your talk now on OMG.
Well, look thing, we're early. We're so early.
Early.
Fernando told me to play the song.
You see, you're taking lists from Fernando.
Nah, I didn't do anything more. Big up all of those on the live supporting the thing, man. Big up. We have Council in the house.
Good morning, Council. How are you today?
Good morning. I guess I'm getting extra pay for coming in early.
Oh my god! You know,
I expect to come in at 7:45, and when I come in at 7:43, I know that there has to be more money in this pay packet.
Billable hours.
I was listening to you all coming in, and Mario, I have to agree with you. I don't see how Fernando, as somebody who is a radio man, who is a budding journalist, could go to top, but he pull up his card, one radio station, and want to make a national commentary based on what he saw at one gas station. At a minimum, that's irresponsible. If the the diesel price at one gas station remain the same, then I think if he's going to come to talk about it, he should at least check to see what's happening at the other gas station. I mean, at least there are two gas stations right here in town, and there's one at Kittels. There are another 3 in the Arnesville Villa area. So that would not have taken a lot of time for him to do the checks. Right. And as you correctly said, Mario, which is another point which I think is important, which seems to completely go over Fernando's head, is that if the Prime Minister says that gas is going to be reduced at the pump by $2.
Yes.
And if I am a gas station owner or distributor, and I have a half tank. I have a half tank of gas that I bought for $5. Now that you reduce it to $3, you are saying to me that I must now sell the half tank that I buy for $5 at $3?
At a loss.
At a loss, and that can be. So I think that Mario has a point in saying that one of the reasons why you may have that, why the change may not have come on flow, may well be because some people had gas which they bought at a higher price. But Fernando, I'm with you at this level. The Prime Minister ought to have known that if he's going to make an announcement as to when the gas prices are going to go down,
right,
he ought to have checked with the distributors,
right,
to say, at what point do you think you would clear out the gas that you bought at a higher price? You know, so there may be some communications problems there,
right?
But I detected a certain amount of politics in your commentary, Fernando, which, I mean, politics is not everything. You have to try to make objective commentary without injecting what, because I heard Mario saying to you over and over and over, you should have checked, and you were saying, no, I don't need to check anything. The Prime Minister said. Well, true, but the fact that the Prime Minister says something does not necessarily mean that you don't have a responsibility to check, because there has to be balance and there has to be truthful discourse at all time. So another point for Mario, second time for the week. But I want that there's something that I got some information yesterday. I haven't had a chance to verify it, but I will. But I'll say this: if it is true, it means that Vincentian workers would have just suffered a big fall off. And I'm referring to the construction project, the Royal Mill construction project at Ratto Mill. The information that I received is that that project literally closed down, that they laid off their workers and so on and so forth. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to check, but I'm only saying if that happened, workers who are there, carpenters, masons, security people, whoever else they employ, would have suffered a serious hit. We may recall that there was some commentary some time ago. I had flagged it and said it had slowed almost to a halt. And I remember Bing had mentioned it at one time, saying that his information is that it had closed. And subsequent to that, there were some pictures posted on social media by Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez, in which he made the point that, it is not true that Royal Mill had closed, and in fact he had gone there, and when he went there he was able to count about 52 workers, and his information was that they were up to about 90 plus workers at the site. I mean, all of that information, if it were true at that time, was really, really good information, particularly if these workers are all Vincentian workers, because we know now that, well, not now, but for some time now, these companies, when they come to St. Vincent, they bring in a lot of workers. We heard only recently where the Prime Minister said that the workers, there are a lot of workers who came in from Dominican Republic on the project for Sandals, and these are skilled cement workers. I'm not so sure what that skill entail or how long it would take for a Vincentian worker to acquire that skill. But the information I got is that there are a fair amount of these skilled cement workers, and that's to the expense of Vincentian workers. Some of you may recall as well, when the terminal building at Argyle International Airport was being built, the Taiwanese company that was contracted to build that terminal brought in Haitian workers. I don't know if this is a question of them being able to bring them in, and the pay which they're getting are so low that the company end up making a windfall. I'm not so sure why these companies bring in these foreign workers to do most basic level kind of work. I mean, if a man is a skilled cement mixer or whatever he does with that cement, I don't think it's going to take a Vincentian person a month to learn that. That could not be any so complex thing that you have to bring in scores of them or hundreds of them to do to do that work. You simply tell the company, look, we have a lot of unemployed people here. We have a lot of young people, men and women, who be willing to work in construction.
Yeah.
Take them on, train them for a short while so that we can help to spin the economy. So this news, if it turns out to be correct, is really, really, really bad news for construction workers, for the economy. And I hope it turns out not to be true. But what I can say is that the position, I remember when I saw this piece by Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez on social media saying that the Royal Mill project had never slowed and it was going full throttle. I remember saying to him then in response under his post that he should not bother with those people, because it was not true. It is not true that this company had always been working at full throttle and had a full complement of employees at all time, because I had checked a number of times, and as I said, I was told, yeah, we won't close, we will never really close, but we were working at pace. And then at the other time, I was told, yes, we are there and we are working, but we don't have the investors seem not to be pumping the money in as they would have liked. The builders themselves would have liked, and as a consequence, the building is not going up as speedily as many of us would like to see. I recall I was in Kaleko Court, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and by the time I left the court, it was after 10 o'clock in the morning, because I had a short matter there, a sentencing. And when I left that court, I looked up. I stood there talking to a gentleman who lives in the area, and I looked up at the construction site, and there was not a single worker in sight. There was no sound coming from the site. And I recall in the earlier days, I could have stayed at home, and you heard vehicles moving, you heard tractors making noises, you saw a number of employees working on the buildings. I haven't seen that for so long. So there may be some truth to, well, clearly there's truth that the construction at Royal Mill had not been going at full throttle. And we know that for a fact. So this information, if they have now in fact closed shop, that is really, really concerning. But beyond that, though, I want to say that I remember writing a piece some time ago in which I commented that there are a number of projects which the government attract. Some of them foreign direct investment. We saw it in Mount Twin, Peters Hope, with that company that is now years behind, and we saw it. There was there's some talk that the Melia group of companies, which is a world-renowned hotel chain, was going to do another hotel next door at Mount Twin. The Black Sands was Peters Hope. The Melia group was going to do one at Mount Twin, and now we have this one that the government has borrowed the money, I think, from NAS to build at Diamond. And I don't know what is the pace of the construction that's taking place at Bukamu. And I have seen some activity at the Diamond project, but there's nothing happening as far as I'm aware at Mount Twin, and there's certainly nothing happening at Peters Hope, where the Black Sands project was supposed to be going. At one time, the other day, they were now new management, and new people had come in and bought it. I remember Fernando reading something of some company that had bought over that investment some months ago. But that has not translated into on the spot actual investment construction activity. And I remember saying then, it couldn't be that these business people are so short-sighted that they are working on a governing party agenda, which means they're going to kick up the construction rate in 2024, 2025, when we are getting closer to elections, which would help to favor. I don't see how they would do that if they're serious business people, because will want to get their construction site up, start the business which they're doing as early as possible, so as to allow them to begin to recoup whatever investment they made in whatever thing they're doing. And clearly in these projects is hotel development and so on. So all in all, this is a very dismal situation on the construction level. I know the port project is getting on stream now, and I guess some people are going to get jobs there, and that's a good thing. But if in fact it turns out that Royal Mill has closed, that is not a good thing for St. Vincent at all. And I hope that we can clarify that and find out that information is just rumor, it's not true,
right?
And we can see a kick up in all of these activities, whether it's at Royal Mail, at Diamond, at Peter's Hope, and at Mount Twin. Clearly, if we can have the construction that is going on in Bucoma, if that kicks up as well, at least 10 scores of Vincentian workers would get jobs. Christmas is coming, and I'm sure all of them would want money to assist with their families. So that's the situation. Let's hope for the best and wait to see how that breaks out. That's my take, Mario.
Thank you so much, Councillor. I'd be very interested to follow up on that as well, because like you said, there was a lot of talk and there was a lot of motion there at one time, and now it does seem to have tapered off into nothing. There are a couple people asking some questions. Like Randy says, Council, the tourism minister recently talked about the cruise line arrivals. He mentioned hotels as well. Did he talk about that one?
I didn't hear the tourism minister. I know they were talking about there's a possibility that we could have an uptick in cruise line arrivals, but cruise line arrivals don't aid our hotel stock. To the extent that they come in, they come in and they leave.
Yeah, that's just
cruise ships don't stay days. They may come in for a few hours, and we hope that they can go around the country, go to the different cultural sites, national sites, and taxi drivers and restaurateurs and so on. They make some money, but they don't bring monies. There's no real connection between the uptick in cruise ship arrival and hotels. I mean, that's a false connection if that's being made.
So, Councillor, a while ago, you spoke about the comment that I made, but earlier I was giving an experience. I was telling Mary about an experience I have at a particular gas station, and you were pointing out that just making that comment or that observation amongst to like sort of politics, and I wanna I would like to disagree. Because in all honesty, I could only give from that experience that I have, and said, well, listen, we were told that the diesel would go down by at least $1, and where I went and I had an experience that it hasn't gone down. You know what I mean? So I'm questioning, why is that the case? You know what I mean? Or if there is a situation where one gas company would have a different price than the other, and so forth. In terms of my journalistic skills, I can go out there and get more information with regards to what is happening there on the ground. But the point I am making is from my experience. Yeah.
No, I understood clearly what you were saying, and I know you were speaking about your experience. But what Mario tried to do was to tell you are not just somebody who goes occasionally, like all of us, to the pump. If you're going to come in and talk about what you saw, I agree with him that you have a responsibility to check, to find out, why is it? Oh, I thought they said this was going to go down. Why? And you said, I spoke to an attendant, and Mario rightfully said, well, maybe the attendant might not know. You ought to have spoken to someone else in some authority in that place. I don't think those were inadequate comments to make, but your insistence, as I understood it, was that the Prime Minister said, and this didn't happen, and therefore something is amiss. But Mario, I thought, correctly said, one of the reasons why you may see what you saw was because that particular pump may have had stock that they bought at the higher price. And consequently, unless the government is going to give them a subsidy, they are not going to just, the moment the Prime Minister snaps his hand, they're not going to say, okay, we're going to drop by $2. Because if they do that, having bought at a particular price, they would lose money.
Yeah. So could it be a situation where the Prime Minister misspoke?
Well, the Prime Minister may not have misspoken. He might have just spoken out of turn.
Okay.
I mean, because it may mean that if he says by Monday, he had not taken into consideration the fact that some distributors, some gas station owners may have stock that they bought. They may not have exhausted the stock that they bought at a higher price so as to get a new intake of fuel and sell it at the suggested price that the government was claiming it would be sold for.
Got you.
There you go.
Anything else?
Well, we're gonna see if we can take some calls, but we have to take a quick top of the hour, and then counsel, if you can just indulge us.
Yes.
And we'll come back.
Okay.
All right.
We are the trending station. We are the trending station.
Me say action movie, you don't know it go. Boom, 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 boom.
Home 106.9.
For all who don't like we don't care. And we don't like them either. For all of them. Problems. Hey. Come on. You know something? Hey. For all who don't like we don't care. And we don't like them either. This song is for all of them. For all who don't like we don't care. And we don't like them either. This song is for all of them. 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 This song is for all of them. For all of them. All of them. For all of them. All of them. For all of them. All of them. Get this in.
Yeah. We're still in the house with Council.
That's right. Council is with us still. Council, there's a question here that says, "Morning, gentlemen. Ask Council, what about when they have old stock that they bought at a lower price, but immediately as the price go up, theirs own go up too? No time to sell out the old stock at a lower price." I think these people just like to give.
Well, that's a legitimate question, and the capitalist is always going to try to steal a match on consumers. If they have old stock and the price goes up, they're not going to say, "Let me wait until I exhaust my old stock." They're going to jump the price because they want to make some money. But that does not answer the question that Mario, the legitimate question I thought that Mario raised. That one of the reasons that may explain what Fernando experienced was because that company might have had old stock, and it may well be that fuel sells faster than diesel because there are more fuel consuming vehicles than diesel vehicles. So when he went to the pump, there was a reflection, as the Prime Minister said, as it related to fuel, but it didn't happen with diesel. So I think those are all rational explanations as to why that situation may be what it is.
So I have a comment here. Someone said the merchants have experience with dealing with their storage to know how to minimize the impact of when prices is going down and get the benefit when prices are going up.
All right, we have a call as well. Yep, it's already on. Good morning, you're live on Boom. Interacting with the council. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Council, good morning.
Morning.
Do we have a better business bureau in St. Vincent?
I don't think so. I know we have a business association. But I don't know about better business bureau. What I know recently, I think in 2019 or 2020, a Consumer Protection Act was passed. I remember it being piloted by former Deputy Prime Minister Louis Straker. But I don't think we have a better business bureau.
Okay, a Consumer Protection Act. I never heard of it.
Well, welcome. There's one.
I will try to preview myself on what it entails. But
Yes.
a little scenario I want to ask and tap on your business knowledge, legal knowledge, right? If a financial institution lends you money, say to you, you can give me 9 months notice if you want to move your business from the institution. If you don't give me notice, right, you have to pay me 30 months interest.
Yes.
Why is it that big difference between 9 months notice and a penalty of 30 months interest?
Well, they're probably trying to make it as onerous as possible so you won't consider moving without giving the 9 months notice, particularly if you have a large portfolio at that bank. The bank may not want you to just move willy-nilly. The bank may want to get notice, and the 30-month interest that they are asking is intended, I think, to keep you locked in there. Either to give them the 9 month notice.
They know their competitor is offering up to 2% less interest than what they're giving their customers.
But that's the point I'm making to you. They want, and you may have signed, let's say it's a mortgage. You may have signed a mortgage agreement that encapsulates all of those terms. So if you want to break that, you have a legal bind to overcome.
So okay, some mortgage agreements would tell you, like, up until the first loan, right, before it goes into a full mortgage, right, before you get all the money to build, you can pay off and move, right? But
Yes.
still, some institutions are not sticking by that. Some clients are not getting the full money, but they get a better deal elsewhere, and when they move, they're telling them they still have to pay all these monies in interest before they could release their
But that's what I'm saying. That's because that may be part of the contractual term. I have a friend who lives abroad who had a mortgage on her home, and she wanted to shift from one bank to the other for precisely the reason that you are saying here, that the other bank had a low interest rate, and her bank refused to allow her to move. In other words, they put all kind of stumbling block in her way to allow her to move. And then she decided, you know what? I'm going to get the money and I'm going to pay off this loan. And when she got the money and paid off the loan, the bank still charged her a fee for paying off the loan before they agreed to. Because remember, you know,
do we the consumer know have an avenue that we can get our justice from these wicked penalties?
No, but if you've already signed to it, there is
signed the agreement.
Oh, okay, I can understand if you already signed.
Right.
But in a case where the agreement is not fully in effect yet.
I don't know. After the agreement is signed, it's fully in effect. You don't sign an agreement and get a 5-year grace period.
No. Well, who don't sign an agreement and get 5 years? Rainforest, they get 15-year grace period.
Who?
Rainforest.
No, they got 15 years tax-free concession.
Grace period. At the end of 15 years, they go and go to Berlin and go to another country.
No, but you see, you're not being fair because you're jumping from one thing to the next without
okay, I did jump.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
So the customer has not signed the final agreement to start.
If you haven't signed the final agreement, you can walk away because you don't have any obligation. You don't have any obligation to that company.
Right, but the financial institution is holding back the person's mortgage and want them to pay all kind of $40,000-$50,000 in penalties.
But I thought you said they had. I thought you said they had not signed the final agreement. If you don't have, I don't know.
They have not signed the final agreement again.
No, hold on a second. I don't know. When you go to a bank to get a mortgage, I don't know you sign agreement in stages. You sign the first part, the second part, the third part. I don't know. So maybe you may have more information than me. But based on the mortgages that I have seen in my law practice, you sign it and you are locked in. And once you are locked in, you're obligated to honor the terms. And if you want to break the terms, there are penalties for breaking them, because the bank intends to make money from you based on interest it's going to collect over the years.
Right.
Yes, but they make money on the period that the loan, the facility was active at the bank. They didn't get any interest every month.
But that's what I just said.
So why now you want interest on months that the facility is not there?
What do you mean it's not there? Has the mortgage been paid off?
It was paid off, signed by for the full amount.
Well, sir, something that you're saying don't add up, because if you had a mortgage at a bank and you paid off that mortgage, you have no obligation to that bank. All you need to do is
that is what the letter said, that the client has no obligation to the bank anymore, because and the bank rep receive the check, and then turn after and saying that, oh, you have to pay so much and so much of money in penalty still.
For what?
As we're not releasing your deed.
Nah, that can't be.
There has to be something in the contract.
You need to see a lawyer, because there's no way you could have paid off a mortgage and they're telling you they're not releasing a deed.
Yeah,
Carla, we got to wrap it up, Carla.
Yeah. This is yeah. But you should check out counsel in his office.
Not me.
My general
yes
opinion or suggestion is that we need some way to protect the working class in St. Vincent from these institutions that just want to boast on tens and hundreds of millions of dollars of profit at the end of the year. And our people, our working people are catching hell to have
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with it. I agree with you.
Thank you very much, caller.
Thanks, caller.
I have Winston here saying you usually get penalized for paying off loans early, as the lender loses money on the interest
that they would have earned. Exactly.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but I can't honestly.
I don't see why if I borrow some money from you, though, I should have to, and I pay it back all off. I don't see why I should have to pay a penalty. But that's if you sign for it, then you have to pay.
Yeah, exactly. If that was made clear up front, then you're kind of SOL.
Castman said there needs to have regulations in place to protect the consumer. Those pre-payments penalties need to be explained and agreed to before the bank insurance of a mortgage. We have a caller.
Good morning, you're live on Boom with Jomo Thomas and the OMG crew.
Morning. Over in Antigua, that government promised 26 hotels, and nothing much is happening with those hotels over the years. Hotels like Beaches by Sandals, the Marriott, Best Western, Jolly Beach, and Marriott Courtyard Airport. Right back in St. Vincent, they promised to cross Country Road, tunnel under Cane Yard, Mass Campus Triangle, Center for the Performing Arts, indoor sports facility at Rose Place, integrity legislation with 100 days. How much of them came to tuition? It don't even matter if they start something, because they started the cross country road, they started the Mass Campus Triangle, and not. So don't have your faith, don't hold your breath until it's actually open like the airport. Not because they make all these promises, and even if you see a little roadwork going on, little foundation work going on, just observe. It doesn't mean it's going to be gold. Anything little, it's not going to be gold. Have a good day.
Thanks, caller.
I have somebody asking here at which pump diesel has gone down.
I don't know. Well, I said you should be able to answer that and say I went to 12 and there's none.
Probably you could help me out too, eh?
I don't drive.
You're right.
I could tell you where we have the best banana.
Angela said I got a loan to buy a car. They give me 6 years to pay it off. I usually pay more than the allotted amount every month. I ended up paying my car off by 2.5 years. Thank God. Yes, good news there.
One of that's a good thing that Angela is saying. But one of the things that we need to know, if you have a loan and you're trying to pay it off, you're trying to increase the amount that you are paying each month. What you need to tell the loan officer is that the overage, let's say you have a loan and you're required to pay $100 per month, and each month you are paying $150. You need to tell the loan officer that the additional $50 goes to the principal, or they would swallow it up in interest. But another rule of thumb is that if you have a 25-year mortgage and each year you end up paying, instead of paying 12 monthly payments, you pay a 13th payment, and tell the banker that 13th payment goes towards principal, you could easily remove 3 years of that mortgage.
Yeah, it's just smart finances, man. Council, they gave some gold information this morning. You know, people need to read agreements, and morally, I know it feels wrong, right? But if these are the agreements that you're locked into,
if you are locked, you are locked.
After, you cannot cry.
This is why in the old days when you got married, you couldn't get out. Fernando would have been in trouble. He would have been eternally locked in with a baby mother.
You wouldn't be able to say child mother. It would be wife.
Queen, until we meet again.
Until we meet again, Council. Thank you so much.
All right, all the best.
Everybody know your business, Fernando.
It's okay, man. My brother.
Oh shit.
What?
Okay.
Oh, we missed that. Good morning, gentlemen. Ask Counselor, what about when they have all what?
Yeah, I asked that already.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have played the voice. I you know what I mean? It's all right. I wanted to get something out of my craft. I'm actually looking at this person's the person who made that statement with regards to me. You know, I really don't want to bother with it, but it just upset me how people could be so insensitive.
We should take a commercial break.
This person said, "Good morning, guys. Do you want the ULP to run the party like NDP with Commerce?" That is the same person attacking me. Good morning, guys. I'm asking Jomo I'm listening to Jomo and he sound like a racist. We have a caller.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
We have a caller.
Oh, we missed
that caller.
Is it? We could have the caller while you're feeling something.
Caller, please call back.
What we should do while we're waiting for the echo to call back, take some ads and then come back. All right.
Okay.
I need to get some more coffee as well. Too, so.
Get some coffee.
It's a good thing.
I'll get some coffee. I just got heated. Eh?
I see that. Relax yourself. Let your conscience be free.
Buy, sell, and trade almost anything of value. Get cash for gold on same day. The highest prices on jewelry, gold, silver, and diamonds are available at CashWiz. Bring in items in good working condition and cash out instantly. We buy, sell, and trade from gold watches, cars, and more. Need cash for goods instantly? Visit CashWiz today at Corner Shop Street and Long Lane, Kingstown. For more information, call 451-7777 or visit cashwiz.com. CashWiz. We buy, trade, or sell almost anything of value.
It's the Caress Food Mart Independent Specials. Enjoy savings on both.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
Caress Distribution. Terms and conditions apply.
Protect the children. Yeah. Don't be
afraid to speak out. Teach the kids their
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
Get the protection needed for your eyes only at Quartz Optical. Trade in and save up to 35% off your lens purchase, plus a free eye exam. Payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Book your appointment today online at www.quartzoptical.com. For your eyes only. Trade in your old glasses and save up to 35% off your lenses only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.
This November 5th at Status Nightclub, the Parallax Company presents Cosplay Night of Fantasies, costume party powered by Guinness. Fantasies start from the jump, jello shots for everyone, mask on entry, escorts and catering with free food and drinks, plus lounge with entertainers, play games and experience so much more as a VIP and VVIP. Live entertainment by DJ Laser, Team Fearless, Jasper, Matt King and more. Early bird tickets $80, VIP $120, VVIP $180. Follow us on Instagram at Guinness Cosplay for more details. One New St. Vincent, Market Gorilla, Boom 106.9, and Guinness, made of more. Please drink responsibly.
The evolution of radio. Boom 1069.
We shy and wait. Oh no. The times I get crazy. I'm gonna get too much fight in the dark. People that seems come here to me. Cause mankind change up fast. You don't worry about me no. Cause me not soon went up that bad. My mother said friend this evening. And I want to prove it that. But if I wings I'll touch the sky. I would have fly away, you know. From everything I've got in my life. I wish I wings to touch the sky. Surely fly away, you know. From everything I've got in my life. You see a shop for this effect. Sit down and have one wall of vibes and a reminisce. But the time them gonna deal with me. No. Not take no time for no. Some boy we are no brother, much less my relative. Yo. Them no want see we no go check. Now I will live the life like we no move it. She tell us she narrate me, say that I fool me. I see that she come get this thing at the alright. So me can't do it, youth me approve it. Me never fight a war in a life, I lose it. Man a G and I game bad minus. Girl we pretty, girl we bad and bougie. I say just a jeep over me net. I'ma see that make a nigga bex. Million a week, yes I that this thing I make. Money when me walk with, can't hold in a wallet. Some boys smell like cigarette. Nah no style, all time a cassette. Said that them a chop and them no got no assets. Now fill out me dog, them say me so fit. I tell us them me now worry about no. As long as me got life, I'm doing okay, doing alright. How are you? I am fine. Big up the youth where I come from, no. Man can't tell about hard life. I'm doing okay, doing alright. How are you? I am fine. You must feel what you are elevate. You feel what you are elevate. They must feel what you are elevate. You must feel what you are elevate.
I notice you want to say something in it.
I don't want to say nothing.
They have to watch me elevate.
While them a fight and a segregate, them a feel what we elevate. Lose a couple friends and start with more. Greatness man I ignore. The outside man no ignore. I grade a kick like a with more. I talk drop it up like a C4. Babylon where we live poor. My life sweet like a ensure. Blessings are flow and we get more. You must feel what you are elevate. You feel what you are elevate. They must feel what you are elevate. You must feel what you are elevate. Hard when time rough we are celebrate. Them a fi watch we a elevate. While them a fight and a segregate, them a fi watch we a elevate.
Them a fi watch we a rise. We a swirl them get negative vibes. Maroon, we no fear no devil in a disguise. Them come around with them own full of lies.
Real lion don't roll in the crew them. I'm a rude, done great, we a show them. Ventry smog and son of the chosen. Blessing it a flow like the hose them. It is there for me, it is there for you. If you start to see, and you find the truth. Higher heights you see, like a kite we flew. You not like the G, me not like you too.
Them a fi watch we a elevate. Them fi watch we a elevate. Them a fi watch we a elevate. Them a fi watch we a elevate.
All when time rough we a celebrate.
Them a fi watch we a elevate.
While them a fight and a segregate, them a fi watch we a elevate.
Man, Shady, you on point today with the music, man. We on point with the
music. Let me talk about Barry's, huh? Since you threw me under the bus.
Have a nice comment here, boy. Have a nice.
You just warming up your mouth. Barry's Auto Parts, Louisville Street, Gap, one of the supermarket. Yeah. Buy on Fleek Style Boutique. Come in, check them out. They got parts for all kinds of vehicles. Yeah. Windshield front cut, fender, headlight, bonnets, brakes, master and booster, tail, shocks, fans, mirror, arms, steering rack, all kinds of stuff. Startlet parts, Toyota van parts. Van man, go down there, get your Toyota parts. You understand? Nissan van genuine drums, arms, and a whole lot more. Call them or WhatsApp at 784-593-5226 and check out On Fleek when you're there too. Yeah. They have all kinds of styles. Just see how fleeky.
Look. I'm on Fleek, man.
That's what's going on. Hey. Get them all the same building. 784-497-8227.
Man, I have Preston here. Preston.
Preston.
Preston, boy, big up yourself, boy. I think you're making the point that I'm trying to make. And he said, guys, I was listening but couldn't respond before now. Right. I believe Mario and Jomo is wrong, and I agree. I think so. Yeah. If the government gives a date as to when gas will be reduced, then the stocks of the suppliers should have nothing to do with that. Right. It is up to the government and the suppliers to work out the cost difference and compensation. This should have nothing to do with the price reduction at the pump. That is his opinion.
Yeah, but even Jomo said that. He said, listen, maybe he spoke out of turn, not that he misspoke. Right. Maybe there should have been a dialogue before that said, hey, this is the plan, right? The government is going to subsidize your old stock, right? Because now you're selling it at a loss. And we want this to go into effect by Monday. All of you guys send me your list of old stock, how much gallons you have, so that I can make sure and get the subsidy.
Then the next question, are they making a loss? That is the next question. Are they making
are they making a loss?
Tell me how they make.
Well, if they buy something at $5, and now
you're assuming that they're making a loss. You're assuming that they're making a loss.
But if you buy something at $5 and then being told that by Monday you have to drop it to $2.
Yeah. But when the price was up there and it wasn't going down, weren't they making a profit?
Because they're buying it at a certain price.
But they're buying it at a price.
Right, but the point is if you're saying that they're making a loss, you have to be factual.
But they will be making a loss. Whether you don't think so or not, for them to sell it at $5, they had to buy it at $3. Right? Now they're saying that you need to sell this at $2 less.
But if that is the case, then you're gonna have gas price at the gas stations going at different prices there. Why? Because different persons would have conditions. Some persons might sell more gas than some. You know what I mean? Some person might still have old stocks. You know what I'm saying? So there needs to be a balance whereby if you're making a price, if the government has indicated that this is going to take place, then you have to see that taking place in order for it to be fair to the consumers. You know what I mean?
No, I understand what you're saying, that if the government said that, it should be so. I'm not disputing you. I'm not angry with you for having that opinion. But what I'm saying is there has to be a reason why it wasn't like that. And let's find out what that reason was.
That is why you see sometimes I challenge some of these declarations, and you might say, why you think I challenge them? Because when you're expecting them to live up to these expectations or these promises, you're not seeing that being fulfilled. You know what I mean? So you could see a case where this is not being fulfilled. Alwyn is saying, Mario, it's no excuse the government mislead the citizen all the time for expediency. It's their modus operandi. You know, I'm just saying that.
I'm just trying to bring a procedural kind of look at things. You know, I'm just trying to say there is a process.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, we live in a society governed by structure and process.
Yeah.
And if there's a process to doing things, and that process is breaking down, we highlight that. If the process is running smoothly, we highlight that.
Yes.
It's the process. I don't care who's on top of, who's orange, blue, whatever. If it's a process and the process is being followed, we acknowledge that. If it's not being folled, we acknowledge that, but we find out why.
That is
we
why I
have
was
to always
acknowledging.
find out why. No. You were acknowledging that the price was wrong, but not why the price was wrong.
But I'm trying to figure out then in that case, why did the Prime Minister made that pronouncement, and then we report on that, because you're gonna get a report like one there's in one I don't know if you know about one St. Vincent that is being run by Damien McTeer, and it indicated you see let me just make sure and I'm gonna just read a bit of what it said. Pertaining to that issue. Okay.
Yes.
So we have on one News St. Vincent is saying the price for gasoline at the pump in SVG is now at $16.14. This represented decreased by $2.10. Gasoline was $18.16 per gallon at the pump. The price change took effect on Monday, October 31st to 2022, and he said the price of diesel at the pump has also decreased.
Who said this?
This is One News SVG.
Right.
Okay,
right.
And that's a reputable news entity. And they're saying the price of diesel at the pump has also decreased. Down from $17.44 per gallon to $16.44 gallon at the maximum retail price.
Right.
Okay, we have a caller.
I'm still kind of unsure as to what that article was supposed to prove, but hi, caller, you're
Caller?
live.
Fernando,
Yes, sir.
pull out the calculator.
Oh gosh.
Pull out. You're down.
Fernando, then what we told, right?
Yes.
Oh god.
That we will get what it was, 30 or 35% reduction
Yes.
in fuel, right?
Mm-hmm.
In prices, we'll get an ease up until December by 30 or 35%.
Caller, 30 seconds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What does $2 represent from $18?
Well, my partner Shady would have been happy with the reduction. He said that is good overall.
No, but he's
Shady, you have to show his support.
oh god.
we know that. What does $2 represent?
He wants to know what $2 is if that's
no,
the
it's
percentage.
less than the it is less than the percentage.
It's just about 12-14%.
Yeah.
Where is the other 16 to 20% reduction
Right.
that we're supposed to be getting?
Right.
We should not be paying more than $13 a gallon at the pump between now and the end of the year.
Yeah.
According to the ULP release, ULP government release a few months ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But instead of we get 30%, we only get 12, 13, 14% somewhere. Right?
Yes.
And then the supporters like Shady would jump up and say, oh, we're happy with something. It's okay.
Shady, got defend.
Okay, caller, thank you. That's your 30 seconds. That is your 30 seconds.
I don't know why Mario don't run for my partner.
Manage this call.
Caller, thank you, brother.
I'm saying it's an ease up for me because I drive a lot.
I
drive a lot.
Mario, you're running or no?
I'm not running. I'm just you know,
he made a fair point. Yeah,
I'm very conscious of just repeating the same talking points over and over.
Alwyn said, but the Prime Minister knows that that is the process and knew that he had not undertaken the process.
Right.
So why did he announce it?
What was
Go
he?
through the process,
Why
deal with
did
the
he
supplier,
announce
show
this?
them that they won't have the loss, then make your announcement.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. This is and if there was no dialogue, then that needs to be fixed as well.
Yeah.
But ask the question as to why is all I'm saying. Don't just say it's Ralph's fault.
And it goes back to how many gas stations did Fernando check?
No, but I'm saying there isn't supposed to be an issue where you go to one gas station and they have a different price than one. You understand me? So the
but
point
there
I'm
also
making
isn't supposed to be an issue whether price is at the same high rate either. So that was an anomaly. So that wasn't the first anomaly that you saw.
No. Repeat that statement.
You were also expecting the price to be a certain thing, and it was still higher.
As announced.
So that was an anomaly. So that was an anomaly. That was strange because it shouldn't be like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So maybe that was just one. If it was at one, just go down the road and see if down the road it's the same, and then you could say, well, wait, how come one is less and one is more? And then
the point I'm making is
that
you're supposed to see a reduction.
He said it's going to be this way, and it wasn't. But the thing is,
but even you get an answer why. Not even you get an answer why, right?
Then you can correct the behavior.
Oh, but the point that I made.
There was no point.
I told you what I experienced.
And
you're saying,
why you send a message.
No, man. I'm making a fair point.
No, you're not.
I'm making a fair point that the experience that I had and is the indication, the news that was out there is two different things. I am not saying anything is wrong with that. If you're saying then why is that the case? Why is that the case? Maybe you can ask why is that the case. But the point,
there was lies.
I went to the gas station. I didn't see a reduction in diesel. So who is lying?
One.
But who is lying?
Place.
But the fact is, it didn't go down. In that same one place you're referring to, it didn't go down. This is what I'm saying. And the point that you're making is that there could be an issue where one thing is this and that. So there needs to be a balance. The government has the power to regulate these things, so there needs to be a balance. And what I'm saying, we take the Prime Minister word on a latter occasion.
Right.
If he said that, then you're going to say the Prime Minister said that. You understand? So we're expecting this. I was expecting a decrease in diesel,
and there was none. We understand that.
But
that is not a point.
What?
That is not a point. That is a fact. It wasn't reduced. That's not a point. Why wasn't it reduced? Then you could make a point and say something. That's just an observation that you're making.
And I made the observation.
Right.
But
so it's not a point. I asked you why. I didn't hit back at you. I asked you calmly why.
But I asked what I'm saying. I asked the
guy at the pump who's following direction.
Who cannot give me an answer.
Who's following direction.
Yeah.
Right? Did you go to the guy inside and say, manager?
No, there wasn't any manager inside. I went inside.
It's only anything.
We're gonna go to the comments. Yeah, it's only fair that business gain but their money, and this is not first time he did that. But most cylinders, sellers tell you that they have to make back before they change to the new price. Point it is happening too often. And this is not the first. Dialogue should take place to balance things.
Yeah, I understand that.
Somebody said, Fernando, tomorrow I'll come in and help you balance the battle in there. Yeah. There needs to be some balance.
What am I hearing?
There needs to be some balance.
A balance for what? Facts? A balance for finding out why? You see, this is what I don't understand.
Mario Winston said, Fernando, you are on point. You spoke based on your experience.
Right.
Jomo and Mario are assuming.
But he also said his experience is not a point.
What? His experience is not a point?
Yeah, so you didn't make a point.
What do you mean?
You just stated your opinion.
They said, Fernando, you're on point. You spoke based on your experience.
Right, and based on your experience. But then you said you made a point. And I told you your experience is not a point.
I think he's being sarcastic with you.
No.
Caller, welcome to Boom.
Hey, good morning, Boom.
Yeah. Good day.
Okay. The fuel.
Yes.
Fuel is a commodity that is regulated by the government.
Right.
And if the government sends out a release saying that it's going to be reduced, we will have the reduction. No matter who loses or who wins.
Okay. I understand that.
Mario, the consumers must see that effect right away.
Yes.
Because it's being regulated by government.
Yes.
Okay. I understand that, sir. But what I'm asking is, was this one place And if so, why? That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying that the government right or that this is wrong. I'm just asking why. Fernando, did you find out why? Was it just one instance? That's all I ask.
So my question to you, Mario, why do you think there is only one place? Do you think it's politically motivated?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why you come up with just one place?
Because it's only one place he went to.
Okay, my next thing.
Yes.
How many fuel companies do we have in St. Vincent?
How many fuel? I don't know.
Two or three?
See, 2 or 3 is what it is.
When I say fuel places, I mean companies bringing in fuel. How many for that? Like you have Shell, Exxon, and different companies.
I don't know.
Okay, that's something we need to find out. But hey, one is enough.
Okay, I get that. One is enough, but why? Why though? Why? But why? Why did it happen? You know, maybe they just didn't follow the direction. Why?
Wait, Mario.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
I don't know Fernando. I don't know none of you guys. I just listen to you guys, right? Maybe Fernando only had the time
to go to one.
On his way in.
Yes.
Oh, no, that was last night. He said not on his way in.
No, last night when I come here, 6 o'clock gas station don't matter.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you can't make that. Right.
Exactly.
So all he has to say.
Yes.
So all he has
exactly.
to. Oh, that's enough for you.
Yeah.
One.
I think so too. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If that is enough for you, that is not enough for me.
Yeah.
I need a cross section of more than one because one person could just be defiant.
And
you see what I mean? One person could be defiant for whatever. You know? And that's the thing. One is not a cross section. Wherever you do a survey with one person.
Mario. The point is, if I go to another one and you have a different price, then it indicates that something is definitely
wrong. So why is that? It still comes back to that. So why is that?
Who should tell you why?
Well, you go to the first point of contact, which is the gas station, and say, well, why is this so?
Right.
And then if they said to you, well, the government said to me that I could keep my price up, then you have a legitimate argument.
Yeah. Right.
But all you've done is observe that one gas station didn't drop their price.
Yeah.
And I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You have a correct observation. You saw that. That was your experience.
Right.
But that's not a point. That doesn't make a point on the government or a point on somebody's speech. That's something that you experienced.
Yeah. Folks, if you're there, if you're listening to us, then you're a person who's your vehicle use diesel. Please give us a call. Please give us a call.
I'm just tired regurgitating this point.
We have a caller.
Yes, man.
Caller, welcome to Boom.
He's gonna call us.
Which gas station?
Oh God!
The price, Fernando.
Just
the area in
Bookament.
This man.
Right. I noticed that in Arnesville yesterday.
Right.
The diesel price, and the attendant pointed out to me that the first time ever that one type of fuel price change and not the other.
Okay. Right. The first time ever.
My reasoning to that.
Right.
My reasoning is that the government went and raised. Remember, the government has to approve the raise of bus fares and taxi fares. The government went and approved the raise of fares a month or so ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
How, in their right mind, they could now reduce the fuel price that the raise of fare supposed to help?
I don't know.
They can't reduce the diesel price. They just can't.
All right, caller. Thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
All these behind the scenes economists and planners that just come in.
You're like.
You are real people coming out of the woodwork to help you defend the fact that you didn't do your due diligence.
No, they don't do due diligence. Okay, we have a caller. Caller, welcome to Boom.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
Mario is correct. You can't go to one.
Yes, Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So we have. I thought that caller was gonna come and share their experience as well.
Oh, no.
So we need
another call.
We have another today. Your phone blowing up.
I hope we missed out.
Caller, please call back. Please call back. I just missed that one. Boy, the phone blowing up, Mario.
Because of you and your madness.
No madness. You're the one who going on this madness approach. But why?
But how is why a madness? Why is an attempt to find out? Oh gosh, I don't know how else to say this.
Well, I'm just saying we were expecting.
Doc, help me out here.
Doc
has to help me out.
Just a bit
and why encourages dialogue? That's all I'm saying. Dialogue is the only way for us to find out.
No problem with that. No problem with that.
Like Fernando, why?
Yeah, no problem.
Your child mother still calling you?
As I told you, I think she still loves me.
You see? So we get into the heart of it. Why?
I give you the answer.
But okay, so why would she still like you? Why would she still love you?
Very good guy, I was a very good boyfriend. I'm a very good child father.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she could call and tell us why.
Right. Okay, so now that I have your information, that's my first point of contact, right? I will now go to her and say, Fernando child mother.
Alicia Jan said, Maria, you want to know why? This is why the PM did not communicate with the business owner.
Right.
He just go and change the price just like that for political.
And you see, at least she's giving me a reason
I don't know.
She thinks.
I do not want to say that.
But what I'm saying,
because you're gonna challenge me on that as well.
I'm not challenging you, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not challenging you. This has nothing to do with you. Now that she gave me an area that I can go down, right? Now that I've gotten an area that I can go down, now I can go say, hey, this is the case. This was promised. People were looking out for this. How come? And then get a response as to the why from someone else.
All right. Well, I give you my experience, though. You know.
Yes, your experience is just pointing out something. That's not. It's just an observation. But you can't go half cocked on an observation.
All right. We could agree to disagree. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, kids, boys, girls. We're following a development here in Chester Cottage, where this morning a man who goes by the alias Secret was killed, shot and killed. We are told, and police at the moment are investigating the matter. And this his death would have brought the homicide count to 33 in SVG. So we're following that development. As well, Mario, we have some ads here just to remind our listeners that Woodsy Bar and Restaurant, they're open at 1133 Clarkson Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. 11213. I see some adjustment was made to that as well, because I think there was some indication that it wasn't 11212, but rather 11213. So at Woodsy Bar Restaurant, you can get your appetizers like pulled chicken sliders, mozzarella stick, or even guacamole and plantain chips. Or you can feast yourself on their all-American burger, chicken rice and peas, or Caribbean stirred steak. Woodsy Bar and Restaurant, 1133 Clarkson Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, 11213. Okay, so just a bit of correction to be made at the bottom.
That's right. You can enjoy postpaid mobile benefits with no strings attached. That's right. It's like a relationship with Fernando. No strings attached. Enjoy postpaid mobile benefits, like I said, when you get a flexible Flow hybrid plan today. Data for days. Yes. With no overages. That's right. No deposit, no contracts, and best of all, no catch. Right. Bundle up and go. See them in store today at any mobile sales agent or online and get with the hybrid life. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, keeping you connected.
We have something there from the Ministry of Tourism, Mario. Is correct. Find that here quickly for you. I'll load those ads, yeah?
Oh, look at you. Boy. Before that, I'd like to let you know that you can make your order for pizza at Max Pizza and Kitchen in Beckway.
Shady favorite place, boy.
Yes, man. Max, you can give him a call on Thursday or make an order and let them know that you want it for Friday if you already know what you want. And yeah, get it delivered by the Beckway Express the following Friday. And if you cannot get down there to pick it up, there's a couple of people you can call in. A couple of them, yeah. And they will pick it up for you, and it's almost like having Max delivered right to your door. All right. I'm not seeing this thing.
We're not seeing tourism.
Oh, I got it here. I got it finally. Tourism. So this is tourism month. That's why from the 1st to the 31st. Is it on 31st of November? I can't remember. It's the 30th, the 1st to the 30th. Yeah, that's a typo. The Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture will be celebrating Tourism Month from the 1st to the 30th of November 2022 under the theme Tourism is Everyone's Business, which it is. Live it, love it, and embrace it. The aim of the Tourism Month is to heighten tourism awareness and to sensitize the public on the importance of our tourism product. The theme focuses on how each facet of our society can play an integral role in the development of the tourism and hospitality industry in SVG. That's right. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, and embrace it.
Right. I think we're seeing a comment here there on Facebook. Let me go to that. Okay, so Adventure St. Vincent said, guys, there are 3 types of fuel for which prices are regulated: gasoline, low sulfur diesel, and diesel. The prices that were changed were gasoline and diesel. The price movement for low sulfur diesel did not allow for a reduction for that commodity. Yeah, so I think there's probably an issue there where it should have been, better communicated as well, because we were told gasoline and diesel. So persons like me were looking for a reduction there and so forth. But we understand what is happening. There's just a matter of the message should have been communicated better. But there are one person here saying that there are 3 types of fuel, which prices are regulated: gasoline, low sulfur diesel, and diesel.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Some ad and return, okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
On your marks!
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
At Pharmacy Plus, you can get your personal care, hair care, prescription, dental, and over-the-counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices. Located on Egmont Street, opposite Home Collection. We're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus, for supreme care and more.
Lower rates and greater flexibility. Come in and speak to our loans officers today, and we will find affordable ways to repair your credit. Gecko's Credit Repair Month.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up on the line. Easy wins with love. Easy wins.
Get the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $10 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash. Data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up on the love. Easy wins with love.
Low terms and conditions apply.
What's right? Put a stop to child abuse. See, suspect, say! Among friends and families, a message from the Child Development Division within the Ministry of National Mobilization in collaboration with UNICEF. Higher education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch, no more than ever.
The event we've all been waiting for. Get ready for a night of poise, elegance, sophistication, and pure talent. The Miss Plus Size Universe International brings to you its 7th annual pageant as they present some of the most beautiful women all vying for the crown on Saturday, November 5th at the Russell Auditorium, Kingston, St. Vincent at 8 p.m. Get your early bird tickets for only $50. General tickets $100. For the VIP table, only $250. Get your tickets at Diamond Girl, Kathleen Bailey Creations at E.T. Joshua Mall and the Land Store at the airport terminal. Live performances by Darren Andrews, Javid, and more. Also, an appreciation and red carpet segment. Wow! Who will take home the crown for the Miss Plus Size Universe International 2022 on Saturday, November 5th? Don't you miss it.
She run out, she slippers. I love she falling down, she don't want to give up. It's the rum, take off she pants and knickers. If I'm this up, put up your cup, put them up high, put them up to the sky. Push your cup, let me see them. Cause it's rum love, we sharing now. Put them up high, put them up to the sky. Push your cup, let me see them. Tell them it's rum love, we sharing. It's like the rum battle go 1 to me and I dress up like a Taliban. And by the sun, give me expensive ribbons. And I'm not taking no talk from no man. Cause when me hand on me head, I down in a van. Jam in a gang, the road have too much woman. Oh God, I feel I go there, too much position. I couldn't understand until I meet up on this sexy girl and how what she say. Make her she jump and kick up. Make she run till she run out she slippers. I love she falling down, she don't want to give up. It's the rum, take her she pants and knickers. If from the slow, put up your cup, put them up high, put them up to the sky. Push your cup, let me see them. Cause it's rum love, we sharing now. Put them up high, put them up to the sky. Push your cup, let me see them. Tell them it's rum love, we sharing. It's rum, get down in me fin. And the music pumping, I don't feel no pain. Yo, what I know money and I forget what me name. I want it, right there. Yes, I'm talking to you. Come out to Tapel, make a split and bust a peg. And sit down right there, bounce on it and tell me what's your name. Bounce on it and tell me what's your name. Bounce on it and say your name. Cause girl, the position they wicked. They make the man them stupid. I feel you want to keep my soul because you're bouncing crooked. You make me feel like but the vision losing. And when you do what you do, baby girl, you know you're gifted. Shake it up and twerk, look at your machine works. Some man like to eat with spoon, I want to give you a fork. If I rush a brush, I know you're gonna get paint up. As a man don't play with it when I give him work. Tell Lele baby, push up on it. Just loosen yourself and show me your dirty habit. Tell Lele baby, and push up on it. Just loosen yourself and show me your habit. Yes, you come out to Tapel, make a split and bust a peg. And sit down right there, bounce on it and tell me what's your name. Bounce on it and tell me what's your name. Bounce on it and say your name. Cause girl, the position they wicked. They make the man them stupid. I feel you want to keep my soul because you're bouncing crooked. You make me feel like but the vision lucid. And when you do what you do, baby girl, you know you're gifted. I don't want a 6:30, just give me the 12 o'clock. And if you're looking to trade your head, well you know I have the cock.
So
are the trending station. We are the trending station.
Me say action movie. You don't know it go. Boom, 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 boom.
Home 106.9.
No one is promised tomorrow, so let us live our lives today. No one is promised tomorrow, so let us live our lives today. Give thanks for life every day is a blessing. When times get hard, don't worry me, no stressing.
Yeah, man, every day is a blessing. It's Boom 106.9, Shady in the house, Mario in the house, and yours truly, Fernando, is in the house.
Give thanks for life and spread a little love. Each and every day is a blessing from above. Cherish every moment, there's no time to waste. From your wake up, put a smile on your face. It's a life, is a journey, we have to live it up. Even when times hard, no, we never giving up. We push through with love in our way.
So coming up is Boom News Update. And Mario, I just went across there by the gas station. You think a ramping? And by the man on the ground. And we were told, I am being told that the price there remains the same. There has been no change.
Right.
So you want me to go to a tall one? Fourth one?
Yeah, third or fourth would be nice, but at least now we've got two.
I'm gonna ask you to go to the third and fourth one for me, please.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm giving thanks and praise for another day of life. Yeah. I pray for my brothers and my sisters who's going through a hard time right now. I know there will always be a brighter day tomorrow. So keep your head up, keep smiling. Don't let anyone stop you from
With the stories making news, brought to you with the compliments of Metrocent General Insurance, I'm Mario Ravello.
And I am Fernando. Welcome to Boom 106.9 News Update. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Fire Department was alerted and responded to a house fire in Fountain on Tuesday, November the 1st, 2022 at about 1:30 a.m. On arrival, it was observed that a 4x50 two-story wall and board house owned by Joycelyn Phillips of England and occupied by Nadia Brown and her 6-year-old son was ablaze. A firefighter accessed the scene and made concerted efforts to bring the fire under control. However, the house and its contents were destroyed. The cause of the fire is unknown at the moment. Preliminary reports indicated that Mrs. Brown was awakened by a loud explosion and observed the refrigerator on fire. Investigations continue.
Managing Director of Republic Bank EC Limited, Michelle Palmer-Keyser, and Joseph Burns Bonady, General Secretary of the Commercial, Technical and Allied Workers Union, have announced the settlement of negotiations for a new collective agreement between Republic Bank EC Limited and the union. The new agreement between the parties represents the outcome of negotiations that commenced on December 9th, 2021, and covers a 3-year period, with effect from February 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2024. From February 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2023, instead of an increment adjustment, a one-time lump sum will be paid to each member of the bargaining unit for the period February 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2024. A base salary adjustment of 1.5% will also apply.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines recorded its 33 homicide for the year. Information received is of a murder of a Chester Cottage neighbor in the Chester Cottage neighborhood shortly after midnight on Wednesday, the 22nd of November. According to the available information, a man in his 50s was shot in the head and later died from the injuries. The alias is Secret. Chester Cottage is a community located on the northeast coast of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah. And that's news here on Boom 106.9 FM, brought to you with the kind compliments of Metrocent General Insurance. Keep it locked on to Boom 106.9 as we inform as well as entertain.
Boom 106.9.
Pressure, boss, pressure, baby mother, pressure, bills, pressure. Everybody west to the east, pressure. Even when the boss run me from the 9 to 5, man, born for survive. Now what you want, cause we have to drive. Me say man, born for survive. Even if I deep in the slums we reside. Man, born for survive. All I need is Jah help. Jah give we health and strength. Some say them sad, some say people a fight them. Some a look a start, some full up a problem. Enough of them a chat about crosses a follow. Some in a the mix up bloggers and blogger. Some a hold a meds and bun a spliff higher. One special a ribbon a spit fire. Some of them a hustle of the plug and the supplier. Work smart even if you perspire. Even when the boss run me from the 9 to 5. Man, born for survive. Now what you want, cause we have to drive. Listen man, born for survive. Even if I deep in the slums we reside. Man, born for survive. All I need is Jah help. Jah give we health and strength.
Used to be the one that I believed in. Used to be the one that I trust. Now I'm not sure where we're standing. Now I'm not sure about us. And you didn't do a thing. I fell out of love and I can't explain it. You're the sweetest thing, but the spark's not flying anymore. Baby, what I do when I no longer need you? Should I lie? Should I try to make it work? 'Cause you're a good guy and you love me. I can't deny. I know it's until we die. I wanna love you. I should try, but my heart's no longer mine. Used to be the one that I run to. I loved you when I never had a doubt. Never ever planned to betray you, but my feelings have let me down and you didn't do a thing. I fell out of love and I can't explain it. You're the sweetest thing, but my heart's not in it anymore. Baby, what I do when I no longer need you? Should I lie? Should I try to make it work? 'Cause you're a good guy and you love me. I can't deny. I know it's until we die. I wanna love you. I should try, but my heart's no longer mine.
To stop by your place uninvited. What a big mistake. I felt so good, the job came through. I just couldn't wait. I knocked one time, 2 times, then I knocked once more. Can't believe my boss answered your door. Oh, I wish it would rain. I wish it would rain. I wish I could disappear. I wish I could disappear. Girl, I wish it would rain. I don't mind it. Ooh, baby.
Boom 106.9.
Looking. Somebody said that they're looking for their pizza on Friday. Huh? So Helen says she's looking. I need my pizza on Friday. That's my birthday, the 4th. Good morning and happy birthday. Listen, that's craziness.
Yeah.
The boat coming in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Shady, then you can deliver it to Brooklyn. Call the Uber.
I got some prices right.
Call the Uber. Happy pre-birthday greetings going out to you.
Yes.
Yeah, Andy. Is the rum make she pull down the knickers? Yeah.
Good morning to Leroy and all those
union
that is
people
commenting right now on the live.
Yes, man.
Shady, you have a photo of the guy who was killed in Chester. I think you could line that up for us. Angela says, Shady, you're bad. So this is a photo of the. You really excited, though. You really excited.
Yeah.
as about say how you giggling so today.
Me?
Nah, but let's tell me that the other day.
Right.
Listen, there's a photo of the gentleman. If you're looking at our Facebook Live, and he goes by the alias Secret. You know, he was shot and killed in the community of Chester Cottage just after midnight today. Police are still investigating the matter. So, you know, our condolences to the family of the deceased, and we are praying that we could just go through the year with no more homicide.
Yeah.
You know, no more killing. You know, let's build a more peaceful nation. Let's build a more peaceful nation. Today we were on the topic, I should say we are on the topic of fuel, and the recent report indicating that gasoline and diesel prices will go down. Gasoline was expected to go down by $2 and about 10 cents, while diesel was expected to go down by $1. The latest check, I would have reported that yesterday when I went to the gas station. I was informed that diesel hasn't gone down, and I checked after being challenged again by Mario this morning just outside of the gas station just around we say outside Powers Avenue, by Powers Avenue,
and what happened?
And we are told again that the price remains the same. It hasn't moved a penny.
Did you ask them why?
I tried to get in touch with the management, and we were told they haven't arrived as yet.
Okay, but did you ask that person why?
Oh, the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know why. They don't know
so
why.
They don't know why.
Nobody knows why.
But that was so the direction they were given from management was to leave the price as is.
Well,
right?
yes.
Right.
Doesn't move a penny.
So we need to talk to management and ask why. And if management say, well, they were told by the government that they shouldn't drop it after the government said that they should, then we can take it to the people that said that they should have dropped it. That's all I'm saying. Procedure. That's all.
To Adventure St. Vincent, they're saying, guys, there are 3 types of fuel for which prices are regulated. I read it again, but I want to read it. The gasoline, low sulfur diesel, and diesel. The prices that were changed were gasoline and diesel. The price movement for low sulfur diesel did not allow for a reduction of that commodity. Okay, but in a general announcement, we are informed or told that the price for diesel and gasoline, no distinction there was made with regards to diesel, but we were told it was going down by $1. It hasn't happened as yet based on where I went and what I was told. We have a caller here. Caller, welcome to Boom.
Good morning again, my brother. Just want to just alert you again of what you're saying. Trying to understand. You can't. Let me say to you, St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica. I do almost all the countries. I look at the very serious situation now where America is running out of diesel. And trying to understand. Don't make it sound like if you have a government. Grenada last prime minister. And I'm going to be very, I'm going to try and be less passionate today. Grenada prime minister. Grenada prime minister came to the public, he talked to them. We don't have that from Mr. Gonsalves. They don't even get the opposition to really deal with these very issues. And so he said, can't allow our gas price to go up. We are having a serious problem in Ukraine. We are seeing prices go up on the world market. We saw it jumped up to $100 a barrel. It's under that. It's going to stay there because Mr. Pontin continued to kill people. And I'm only saying, he said, I'm going to cap it. But he said there will be a consequence to cap it. Meaning then that obviously you have to subsidize it. You can't tell me government going to buy it and then have to literally give it away. But the bigger picture in front of me, looking at this document, he was saying, I could afford it because my economy is buoyant. And so trying to understand, Barbados did it. St. Lucia did it. And I'm saying Dominica, well, they're struggling because they've been actually in trouble when the economy competes. But I'm saying that you could only cap it. But he spoke about the implications if we allow the prices to go up willy-nilly. What would happen to the manufacturing sector? What would happen to the tourism sector? Right. What would happen to unemployment? You would have businesses literally shut down. I wouldn't be able to get in any taxes and our growth situation. And so we in St. Vincent cannot do it under Mr. Gonsalves because we don't have tourism. We don't have agriculture. We don't, and I'm saying agriculture, I'm talking in the very broadest sense that when we had agriculture before, we used to do more than any other Caribbean country in terms of agriculture. We are dead, stone dead with tourism, stone dead with manufacturing. And so the only way Mr. Gonsalves can literally run a country is basically to borrow or to carry up the overdraft or to tax us to oblivion. And so we are in a situation whereby we cannot. So if Mr. Gonsalves decides to carry the price down, what is he playing? Politics? Is there going to be implications for your food bill? It's going to be implications tomorrow for every other thing, electricity bill, CWS, might even raise, they might even carry up that. And I'm saying we are in a situation because why? We had mismanagement, we had an accountability board by, you have to be Mr. Gonsalves, because we don't have a public account committee accounting for our money. And so what I'm saying, don't make nobody come here. Joe won't tell you about there's no government. What we have here is people who mismanage our economy.
All right, thanks, Samuel. Thanks. Some points, some points there.
Yeah, some points to definitely unpack with him.
Yeah, we didn't get many screaming thanks at least.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's always good.
But that is what is happening there.
Someone says Hamo, that the Ukraine conversation is a lie. Yeah. Leroy, thanks for stopping in and checking us out on the live.
Yes.
I want to quickly again. Because I haven't seen it on our pages yet, and it's tough for me to check our pages right now because of the because we're doing a live right now. But I just want to give you again the particulars for the GoFundMe. All right, for Nicole's rebuilding. Fernando brought you the story earlier about Nicole Brown's place that she and her 6-year-old son used to reside in. Yeah.
Mario just gave it me. Carlo, welcome.
Yeah, Fernando.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Mario, always on your back, boy.
Yeah.
Mario.
Yes, sir.
My buddy Fernando.
But I had to. When he challenged me, I show him. I'm sure.
When you go into ball, you have put on the bulletproof.
Yeah. By telling you, sir.
In the morning. Shady, I want you to do me a favor this morning, right here and then.
Yeah.
I want you to please, and I want you to all Simmons to hear it. Give Mr. Hamilton a round of applause for me, please. And when he come on the program, that is how he must be speaking.
Yes, I'm also getting some credit there, boy.
Relax and give Mr. Hamilton a top
we have to moderate the thing too, because we have to avoid him from hitting it.
Give him a round of applause for me, please.
Yeah.
Mr. Hamilton, your voice is well appreciated.
Yeah.
And his points were
easily articulated.
And when you could speak like that, the whole of Sylvester would listen and understand you.
Exactly.
Not talking, shouting, slamming down phone. That don't help. That don't help at all. I am talking this morning. Congratulations to Mr. Hamilton. Shady, I want you to give Mr. Hamilton a round of applause.
Give him some applause.
Give him a round of applause.
Shady can't find it.
I want you to say that.
Yeah,
you have a great topic, but I could chip in another time. I don't want to waste your life. I want to just listen to you guys, and that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks a lot, Charles.
I appreciate that. So
yeah, man, and it is all dialogue, and that's one thing that folks can say that Fernando, you and I have dialogue all the time. You know what I mean? We on and off air.
Yes.
we're always chatting. We're always getting each other's points and spinning things so that we can bring it here and have people wondering,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Winston say keep this tone when you call Hamo. Alicia say Hamilton did good this morning, but Bort on the contrary said now we like the other Hamo angry
Tasmanian devil.
Hamo don't bother with Bort for the most part. You're getting some very good comment. Winston said I'm with you on that point, Haasman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is very important, Marian, and that is why I don't mind to be challenged. You know what I mean? But I want you to understand when I come to you, I come to you as a person who is always underground, and who is trying to bring that right information. Because it could have gone another way where we're not reporting another thing, but we are getting report that gasoline prices down $1. And if that be the case, based on the information, it's not factual.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is important. There are some persons who might not like it, but you have to highlight these things. You know what I mean? The consumer is...
If we're bringing truth about a topic that is important, somebody's always going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you got to work through that discomfort and exchange ideas.
Exactly.
That's just what it is.
Exactly.
Right? We are speaking as adults.
Right.
Good morning to Chantel, shaping young minds. Yeah, very, very happy to have you locked on strong. I hope you have a very productive day. Hi to Nyla. How you doing, Nyla?
Yes.
Always fighting the good fight. I got to say hi to Ella. Ella.
Big up Ella, boy.
That's grunting her food today, Ella.
Yes. Ella has very good food, guys. You could go and check out Ella's
food.
You know what I mean? The price is very reasonable as well, too. I could tell you, you get value for your money. You get value for your money.
Whole heap of... Have you eaten by Ella yet, Chidi?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
gosh. It's right downstairs, Ella's Salon. What's that?
That is where you see... Carl, what is this place name? Cellwall.
Cellwall. That's right. In the same building as Cellwall.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. As soon as you walk in, in the corner there's a little restaurant.
Yeah.
So
Big up the vendors at the Kingston Market, Central Market,
and the fish market
and
too.
the fish market as well.
We'll be touching base with them a little later. Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday the vendors, at least a few vendors I passed. They've said, we're listening to you and big up you and the other guys in the store.
Yes,
big up them, you know what I mean?
Yep. While you look for some ads, I like to put you on the spot like that. Of course, big respect, like you said, not just to the vendors on the outside, but big respect to our police on the outside as well.
Big up the police.
Our traffic cops, always making sure that the mayhem that is Kingstown streets at least flow, as properly as they can. So big respect to you, and of course, big respect and good morning going out to Medford, Officer Medford.
I want to big up.
Hang on, the man.
Okay.
Officer Medford.
Yeah.
I'm putting this out to you right now. Right now, on my morning commute, I miss seeing you.
Officer Medford, boy. Big
Officer
up Officer Medford there, boy. Those persons at Port Authority as well and custom, big them up. You know what I mean? They be tuning in. I mean, oftentimes person meets, they said, hey, I can't have the time to be on the live.
Right.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But we listen, via other
Nice.
means. So big up those folks, man.
I was just gonna say, if you want to get involved in the action, you can give us a holler at 455-1069. That's our WhatsApp number. You can message us or voice note us there, or call us live on air 451-1069 and let your voice be heard. Right. This is all about you. Dr. Richards comes in at 9:45 to put a nice wrap on things here, and I'll be interested to hear what he has to say today.
I met somebody yesterday too. They were like they had an issue. They said, why you didn't challenge Mr. Weeks more when he made the comment with regards to black people contributing to slavery and so forth. So I tell them it would be good if they call in as well, because sometimes persons out there, they want to share their opinion, probably fearful or something, but do share your opinion. If we're speaking on a topic and you can add insight to it and so forth, it would be helpful as well, you know what I mean? Because all of us have to work as a team, you know what I mean? Winston say, Lewy, big up all the man them up so. Yeah, big up the man them up so. They're tuning in as well. Up so.
Well,
on the mountain top, providing the good raindrops.
Boy, the volcanic ash thing. Randy's asking, so how did the vegetable market issue boil down? Did they sort that out? Randy, we are doing a follow-up story on that.
A follow-up.
So, look out for that.
You see, Randy, Mario does give me a hard time because Mario, I have to be on the ground there. I have to be in the air. Yeah. So it's just, oh, God.
Randy,
Mario, I got to take you out too,
Randy,
boy.
I'm trying to develop his talents and hone it holistically. Right? So when they see Fernando, they know, hey,
no, but pressure.
Don't play with that boy.
Pressure was fine.
Don't play with that boy. But I'm in the trenches with you most times.
I know.
Because you there, I there.
Yeah. But most of the time I'm right and you're wrong. Let me tell you what's happening there. The comment catch you off guard. The Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture will be celebrating Tourism Month from the 1st to the 30th of November 2022 under the theme Tourism is Everyone's Business.
Yeah.
Live it, love it, embrace it. I like the theme as well. The aim of the Tourism Month is to heighten tourism awareness and to sensitize the public on the importance of our tourism product. Our team focuses on how each facet of our society can play an integral role in the development of tourism and the hospitality industry. You have some from Barry's because I'm getting bare live ads.
Yeah, some from Barry's.
Yeah,
so yeah, man, Barry's have things,
Yeah.
real things.
Real things.
Barry have parts for so, according to Shady.
Yeah.
They've got parts for different vehicles: windshield, front cut,
Yeah.
fender, bonnet, headlight, brake master, booster, tail light, shocks, fans, mirrors, arms, steering rack.
Wow.
You want it? They have it.
Wow.
Fernando car down and he say, I check in Barry. Barry and me gonna be best friends. They have a wide variety of startlet parts, Toyota van parts, Nissan van genuine drums, and a whole lot more. Right? Call or WhatsApp them at 784-593-5226. Also on Fleek Boutique. Hey, it rhymes. On Fleek Boutique has new arrivals for any occasion. You're hanging with the boys? They have styles for that. You're hanging with the girls? Yeah, styles for that. You're hanging with many people that styles for that too. Yes. So check out on Fleek, right? They're in the same building as Barry's Auto Parts.
And
Right?
you know we have Pastor Richards coming up. We have a call as well.
All right, let's see.
Caller, welcome to Boom.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. All right, that caller is
Hello.
not responding.
I just
So,
want to make sure.
you gotta hang up and see what's going on.
Call back if you can.
Yeah.
So Pastor Richards.
Yes.
Is coming up as well. And he has a lot to unwind.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
some questions from Fernando to answer.
Oh my gosh.
And Mario as well. You have any question for Pastor?
I have no questions for Pastor.
Bart was asking Pastor about bought the party, bought the bash, and I don't know if a pastor have a bought the bash is big gospel in the house. Yeah, it has to be. Hear my cry, oh Lord.
Get more every day with upgraded always on combo plans from Flow. Enjoy
unlimited
WhatsApp, including video chat and voice, and up to 15 gigs of LTE data, so you could stream your things. All right.
Let me see if we get a caller. Caller, welcome to Boom.
Hello?
Yeah. We have you now. Yes.
You were saying somebody messaged you and said they should have challenged week.
Yes.
And you said they should have called
Yes.
in.
Yes.
But you got to realize a lot of people don't want their voice to be heard.
Right.
They would message. You get more message. You get
Yes,
more messages
yes,
than phone calls, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the reality. A lot of people don't want their voice to be heard on
But
radio.
it would be
That's
good
why
to
they're
hear. It would
depending
be,
on you.
yeah. Now I'm just encouraging them as well too. You know what I mean? Let the voices be heard as well. And I understand
Yeah,
the
it would
point.
be good, but a lot of people are afraid.
Look how you
Because
got. Look.
listen,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
In America,
Yes.
you could talk on radio and nobody would ever know who you are.
Right.
But if you're in St. Vincent, you start, St. Vincent's so small, everybody.
But wait, no.
The
The Shady talking there. Right. I understand what you mean. Yeah.
But it could be an American talk. But
Yes.
nobody know who you are.
Yes.
Because it's so big. So that's the difference.
Yes.
All right.
All right, caller. Thanks, man, and it's good to hear your voice.
Thank you. It's always good. Yeah. Is there a you know what? Answer this call. Let me know.
We have another call? Wow.
That'll be a topic for another day.
I lost the caller. Caller, please call back. The phone line.
Let's take some ads. Let's take some ads.
Let me just take the caller. We go to the ads before Pastor
Listen to
comes
this
in the
man.
house. Listen to this. Caller, please call back. But just to read. No, I ain't set up the call. I'd like to hear from persons, man.
Yeah.
Did anyone saw Carlos James driving about in the yellow go-kart to see how clean Kingston are? Photo app. The train shader at Mr. James there. Yeah. Well,
I think it's a good opportunity to clean up the market and so on. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take ads as you suggested,
Yes.
and then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
afraid to speak out. Teach the kids their rights.
Plain Talk. Plain Talk with Jumo Thomas.
So much things to say right now.
All you talk now on OMG.
Children of the future, they depend on you.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered.
At Pharmacy Plus, you can get your personal care, hair care, prescription, dental, and over-the-counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices. Located on Egmont Street, opposite Home Collection. We're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus, for supreme care and more.
Of value. General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood.
In the morning.
Me alone in the dark room. I'm not nobody to talk to. Just me, myself, and I and my shadow. Lights out. It's the darkest time for me. Lights out. My two hands out, but I just can't feel. Lights out. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Everything seems blank, just I think, oh. Forget myself out of this dark up till doors. Me see good friends gone, girl, we did close. I just life let nature take its course. Yo, it hurt me the most, but then I stick to the dream, cause we been close. Think me woulda dead or in a jail by now. Don't got me fine now. Say I'm me alone in the dark room. I'm not nobody to talk to. Just me, myself, and I and my shadow. Lights out. It's the darkest time for me. Lights out. My two hands out, but I just can't feel. Lights out. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Out comes the
sun.
Shining in. You see, I catch it. You like that song, eh?
Come on, man.
Why you like that song so much?
Bring the thing.
Why you like that song? Hey, why you like it?
Grades get me high, high so I can meditate. Oh, dreams of brighter days. Highest grades we blaze. Dreams of brighter days. Giving thanks, giving thanks, giving thanks.
Giving thanks a lot. Anything you got a big bright smile, but my days are dark. Hungry till I can barely walk. Oh, don't watch the look on my face. No, no, don't have no food and my cupboard's dry. Only God knows how I get by. Oh, don't watch the look on my face. No, she's the sweetest thing that you've ever seen. Selling her body wasn't in her dreams, no. Don't don't know the story, don't judge the book. Please don't. No, watch the look on my face. No, even though I smile, it is only for a while. My tears could fill the river Nile, but I sweep my troubles underneath my pride. Yes, I'm gonna smile, though it's only for a while. Till my worries subside, I will sweep my troubles underneath my pride.
Said I wanna break free from all them chain and them shackle and them bangle way I rockle on. Break free. Said I'm gonna break free from all them chain and them shackle and them mental strain. Can't take the pressure from me brain.
About love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby, talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns. Believe me when I say it, baby, it's just begun. You don't understand, oh girl, the full intent of my plan. But baby, I wanna be your sole provider. And baby, I wanna stay that way for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider.
Angela, watching. What's pump up? Give me a little bit of vibes now. Give me some vibes so I can sing to the thing.
You get vibes to
I may not be your sugar daddy girl, but I still can show sweet in your cup. And if you think it's a lie, then give me a try and you will see. And no bluff me, I bluff. Oh God!
Oh my God!
I see you going on there. Oh, just stop at that.
Boy, you really want artist contract, boy. You think we should give him a contract?
No.
You think you gonna make it Shady? You gonna play him? You gonna play him Shady?
Yeah, man. Hey.
Shady, okay. Shady favoritism thing, you know. Shady favoritism.
How you mean shady favoritism?
Angela said, "Go marry you, man." Yeah, you know, big up to everybody out there, man. Cooley shopping Lomans, big up Cooley.
Gosh, yeah.
You know what I mean? As I said, big up my child mother as well, and big up all the, you know what I mean, the spouses and everybody, man, who listening to us. Mr. Jackson as well, Mr. Jackson. You know, that is my neighbor there. He says he's following it all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, big up, man.
Nice.
You know, let me see. We have some comments here. Just
people just liking the vocal stylings of the I&I, you know.
That's just one person. Big up Shady, you know what I mean. Shady, much respect, you know. Shady real good. What a name for a shop. What shop?
No.
What shop, Winston? What shop you talking about? Yeah, big up Winston there. So let me say, let me repeat, the Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture will be celebrating Tourism Month from the 1st to the 30th of November 2022 under the theme Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it. Shady embrace the thing with the Uber. The aim of the Tourism Month is to heighten tourism awareness and to sensitize the public on the importance of our tourism product. Our team focuses on how each facet of society an integral role in the development of the tourism and hospitality industry. So, all of us has to play a part, man.
So, you know,
all of us.
Tourists come off the boat, they go to a clean market. You understand? It was power washed. It has, you know, everybody line up orderly so you can see a bit. So they can get a good view of your wares, of your fruits and your vegetables and your honey and whatever else you have there. and they can say, "Hey, Mr. Market Man, can I
how are you contributing to? Let's take this caller.
Good morning, you're live on Boom.
Yeah, blessed.
Yes,
morning.
man. Blessings.
Yeah, Bongo Sheke here.
Yeah, the big man.
Yeah. How you call me big man? When you want
You the big man, you the big man.
Talk to
but the great I am. That's
Yes,
the big
I.
man.
Yes, I.
Yeah, give thanks. I just have a limited credit. I had called him before, but I'm getting some problem with the phone and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Something I'd wanted to speak about that drew my attention. It was a call from Mr. Weeks a few weeks ago, right? And I was one who's been advocating on this cause for many years throughout the inception of the radio program. I was supposed to be living in the United States and had looking at it and doing some research. I'm pertaining to the fogging or spraying of mosquitoes, right? And I think he's the only sport I've said that I've noticed reason forcefully on it, okay? Even for a man that was in government, in certain departments in government, right? And where he had said that should be a last option, right? Okay? I don't know, especially in my area in Old Montrose. So a recent time they've been doing a lot of spraying, right? Even in Latvia, you can smell it down here and so forth, right? I ask myself, who in the Ministry of Health have ever did any research pertaining to that spray and what it does to environment and also to human beings.
Right.
Brethren, when I was living in the States, right, there was spraying used to go on in Long Island, and some people did some research, some doctors and scientists, where they had found out that this same spraying of this mosquito, the stuff they use in it, the contents in it, that it is a cancer-causing agent, particularly for women breast cancer, okay? Even in years, as a little boy, I've seen where the banana plane, what do you call the banana plane use a spray, you know, the local term.
The Peter plane?
Banana, right? I always just say that's so dangerous, eh? I'm looking at the environment and the insects and so on, right? What drew my attention to it, that I say I got a call today, is that the Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Sobota, sees as reiterate on a cause on it when you speak on the bees and so forth, right? Because we try to develop a thriving bee industry here. And throughout the world, bees have been making it very hard throughout the world with all form of disease and so on.
That's right.
The depletion of bees, even in America and so on, right? And I think if we can get it up in the Caribbean, it will be a good incentive for small farmers and even people who are not into farming, right? Can set it up, right? So I'm straining what Sabota said, and if you're listening in his discussion, you can read in between the line that he's saying, look, you all need to look for some other different option, you know? Because we're not looking at these things. It's dangerous, man. One time this sprint caught me between Catholic Church Road. I couldn't even get out of there. When I came home, man, I tell you, feeling I had head, stomach, chest, everything, you know? And some people inhaling this deliberately.
Right.
Sometime, right? Without any say of pompousness, maybe just walking some donor, this thing is sprint, right? So it's very dangerous. We need to look at other forms. And this is smoke you inhaling, and I'm asking the government, the Ministry of Health, to look at it and look at our bees industry. There's many other insects that are being depleting. We don't see those larvae that fly in the night, the fireflies, the way you call them. We don't see much of those. I don't see much butterflies. But most people don't look at these things, Mario. You know, in the United States, we have people that study these things, you know, on the depletion of our insects, our reptiles, and so on. So, in that proper, as I was sharing what Mr. Week said, and what's about on it, right?
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, man. So that's my take for the day, and you all continue doing what you all.
Yeah, give thanks, Shaka, man. There are persons in big you up. Winston is bigging you up all the way from the U.S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Mario, one this morning, I'll plan to come and check
Come
you
through,
out.
come through. You're always welcome.
In the morning.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they love to hear I sit,
Yes,
you know.
man.
Well, we love
You're
to hear you,
welcome,
Shaka, man.
You're welcome. So come through anytime.
There's
Link it
some
up.
new development with this cannabis. I've done potent cannabis for a very long time.
Yes,
but
yes.
it seems to me that this kind of deception thing that
I would love to hear about the cannabis and the psychedelics industry as well.
Yeah, man. Those are our pride, right?
Yes, man.
Our pride, or whatever you call it. So the wall.
Yeah.
Australia now discover a new recreation drug. They don't have the name for it as yet.
Yes.
I heard they listened some matters on it on the BBC a few nights ago. I'm not paying attention to it because it's very dangerous. Give you a kind of outer feeling that maybe you might be in a space, man. They can't even describe the feel of it. So every year that these people pushing these upright and drugs to make money and don't know what the effect of human being, So I don't believe in this thing what they're doing. It's psychedelic, we should stop it, okay?
All right.
Okay, Mario, I'll check you on this
Of
day.
course.
When I come and start it.
Yes, definitely.
How is Mr. Joseph doing?
Bing is holding it together. He's got a couple things that he's got that he has to take care of personally just to get things.
I will keep it on that belly. Mario, Mario have 6-pack, 2-pack, everything you want.
Yeah.
2-pack and a polo tight, what is the Mario on the beach there?
Well, Shaka.
Thank you, sir.
Shaka.
Yes, I.
Yeah, Shaka. Big up yourself, Shaka.
Brother Pastor Richard.
Yeah. Well, he's actually backstage right now too, so.
Respect.
Big up. Thank you.
Yeah,
man. Shaka pass through. Bring some treats for the I too. You know how we do things.
Okay. Before we go into past, I had Pamela Lewis here said, "Morning, everyone. I hope I will be hearing about the stabbing incident out Community College. We haven't thought about it, but we'll try to find get the information on it. Okay, so yeah, we'll big up Winston in the house. Big up Dunsford. What's your name, boy? Yeah,
let's go. Let's check in the
yeah.
Let's check in with the doc and look at things with a wider lens. Pastor Richards on OMG.
Morning.
Yes, this is how it is. We have got the doc in the house to put a nice bow on things today. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm ready to roll. Bro.
All right, sir.
Fernando ready to tango with me today.
I call Fernando the Y man.
Oh God! All right, let's see. I want to tackle something troublesome. I think Mario might not even like it.
Oh gosh!
How they make us poor.
How they make us poor.
Yeah. Let me think it through. All right. See, I know Christmas is coming, and what provoked this is on my drive-in this morning, I heard a little something on loans. You guys were talking about loans and getting trapped into the fine print on your loan and all of that. So I'm like, Mario, you were expressing the fact that you're in it. It might not be what more moralistic is the word you use, Mario.
Moralistic? No. I said morally sound or morally just.
Yeah, it's okay then. It might not be morally just, but it's legal. So it's and
I'm not because that's a slippery slope. I'm not saying that everything legal is good. But if you sign this,
well, we know much better. We know everything legally ain't good. Okay, so I did a commentary on that.
Okay.
Slavery was legal. Let me just say that. Okay,
I don't want to get mixed up with that.
Jim Crow was legal. Okay, so let's not get caught up in that. But loans and taking out. I've been thinking about it. I've been itching to say something about it. But everybody out there, both the lenders and the borrowers, going to be vexed with me. There's nobody that can be pleased with what I want to say. And that makes me kind of a little bit of a trepidation as to whether I should say it, because the borrowers want people to borrow money.
Right.
The debtors or the borrowers want to, they feel like they're in a jam and the way out of this, I have to borrow. And so there's a sense of justification. And when someone like myself would come on and try to make a reasoned argument as to this particular matter, it aggravates people on both sides of the defense. But it's a matter that needs to be talked about, because more and more these, especially not even the commercial institutions that charging a ridiculous rate of 8 to 10% on loans, and some of the fast loans that they categorize at high risk, you can go up to 12 and even 15% at some of these commercial institutions. It's wickedness, Mario. I might tell you it's high class wickedness. I have to say it. And this is why people will be aggravated as to what I'm about to say. It's high class wickedness that is being perpetrated on poor people, and is an exploitative approach that exploits the poverty and the situation of poor people, categorizing them as high risk and charging them all across the board higher interest rates than you will charge more well-to-do or what you will consider to be a secure debtor. And what is being done to poor people is nothing short of wickedness, and puts them in a situation where they have to continually borrow and not improve their situation. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. I can get into the nuances. I can work the interest rate. I can work annual percentage yield of interest. I can work a number of things here from a more technical perspective. I want to keep it really simple so that the most average person would understand what I'm talking about. Christmas is coming. You're going to hear more and more, not just the credit unions pushing you and offering all kind of bait and switch, really bait and switch things. People come on radio and offer all kinds of loans, fast loans, and explain to you all kinds of incentives as to how you can get this loan. There's a lot that they don't tell you. Please, there's a lot, and I know they're not going to like me for saying this. There's a lot that they don't tell you. The average person that goes in for, I'm telling you, Mario, I used to be in this a while ago. The average person that goes in for one of these loans out of desperation has no idea the kind of noose that is around their neck, whether it is at the higher purchase institutions, a couple of them across the Vincent, higher purchase institutions. You go in for a washing machine, you go in for a chair set, you go in for a stove, you go in for a big screen TV. You actually they offer you a noose, and you take your head and you push it through it and you say, "Here, hang me." That's tantamount as to what is happening in these this particular industry. People, you gotta hear me. You're not gonna like me for saying this, but it is what it is. You have a number of institutions out there offering fast cash, 2 or 3 or 4. Not even your regular commercial institution, which, by the way, Fernando, I want to alert you if you're listening, that there's a story there. I'm just telling you, there's a story there. I don't have the time. I don't necessarily have the interest to go there. But somebody who wants to go there, there's actually a story as to the sentiments among the commercial banks, particularly, and even to a lesser extent, the trade unions. I'm not the trade unions, the credit union. There's a sentiment. There's some unease in relation to these other non-commercial. When I say non-commercial, non-banking institutions that are popping up. You do a welding shop. Your business is a welding shop, but you're offering loans to the general public. I mean, you're not a commercial bank. Where are you going with that? And why are you doing it? And what's your reputation, by the way, with Vincentians? Boy, there's a story there. Boy, Fernando, there's a story there.
Yes.
All right? It ain't good. And ask yourself, how is it? And when you begin to ask yourself, how is it they're able to get away with doing this? But let me get back on track. I kind of chased that a bit for Fernando. Let me get back on track. What I'm saying is that I want to sound this morning, I want to sound a clear warning that will perhaps not be heeded in this particular season. Stay away from these easy loans that they're granting you. It's a noose around your neck. They're doing it because of exploitative and mercenary intentions. Wow. I've often heard that the rich are made rich because of the naivety of the poor. Let me say that again. The rich people, well, we all know this. Becoming rich and acquiring wealth is predominantly done at the expense of the poor. You need poor people in order to become rich. You're not gonna like what I'm saying. It is true. Need a class of people to be exploited to buy your products. So you gen up this interest in products. You light a fire under. Let me tell you what the word I want to use is. You light a fire under consumerism and consumption. You promote stuff that the rich are more concerned with investment 401k. Well, we don't even have 401ks here, pension funds or whatever we have. The rich are more interested in investment products and where they put their money in stocks and all of that. And there's another category of people that are exploited whose incomes are at the base level. And the studies that are done on the way they spend their income on consumer products, food item, predominantly clothing item. There's the old truism, or I won't say it's a truism, but there's the old idea among blacks that and Jews. Well, let me not say Jews because Kanye got into some. There's an idea that blacks spend their money when you do black consumption pattern. There are a tremendous amount of studies that are done. I've looked at them that really show how black people spend their money, and it is on consumer goods, consumer item, clothing item, food item, immediate gratification items. Mario,
retail therapy.
It is concocted, Mario. It is engineered. It is deliberately done. Take, for instance, the average Joe who has a need for some of these goods that they're marketing and pushing heavily. So he decides, I want a 32-inch TV. I must have for this Christmas coming up. I must have a 40-inch TV, or I must have this. I must have new carpet. I must have new curtains. You don't have the means. You don't have the means to do it, right? And a lot of times, almost just about every time you go for a fast loan is because you have a need and you are not in a position to supply or to provide for that need out of what you have. And a little bait is thrown your way with a loan, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to take that and get what I need. Now, think of this. You're already in a position where the reason why you're going for a loan is that you don't have enough. Your income not enough, your savings not enough, your situation not enough. So you will go and actually make your situation worse. I mean, that doesn't compute, that doesn't add up. But the way these loans are packaged and the way these offers are made is this bait and switch thing, the way that it's thrown to our struggling Vincentian people. I don't like what's being done.
Yeah. I see a lot of comments here in support of what you're saying, Pastor. That is so true. The rich are getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Winston say you're absolutely correct. I'm in total agreement with you this morning.
But Doc, you know, you said a bit of the naivety when it comes to quote unquote poor people, right?
Yeah, Mario, I didn't unpack it. I said it, but I just left it there.
You know, and that also has to be changed. I mean, as you're laying it out now, a lot of folks probably has never seen it that way. And I remember a big part of when I first started working on stuff, because I had no financial sense, because I didn't have any. I was making money faster than I could spend it, right? And at the end of it, all I had to show was a lot of friends and nothing else, you know. So that financial intelligence, financial discipline is something that is lacking, and I don't know if it's because growing up I didn't have a lot, so when I had some I just went crazy. I don't know.
But at least you were spending what you were making. My problem is the mercenary approach, and I'm telling you, it's predatory. That's what I was looking for. It's predatory. You're preying on people's vulnerability, and I could. These are things I've written about elsewhere and I've talked about, and this whole There's a matter. It is the exploitation, and I'm going to use poverty trap, not in the truest and purest sense of the word, but in a sense it's a poverty trap where people who are in poverty are seen as targets to be exploited. They don't have the financial security. They don't have the financial wherewithal and knowledge. They don't know how to compute the fact that you're here. Come in and we'll give you X amount up front, and then your interest rate is going to be. But they don't really compute the fact that if you borrow $3,000, you are paying back $6,000. They don't compute. You just give $3,000 to someone.
They catch me already in a pasta.
You don't do that. When I was in university a while ago, one of the things that happened is that they would send me almost monthly. You have no time. Even my own bank, there in the States, would send me. I just won't get a credit card. I'm a student, and I'm sure all of the other students in university got offered. They would sometimes even send you a credit card in the mail and say, call this number, and all you have to do is go answer some questions. You have the credit card in your hand. It's activated. Why are you sending me credit? Because you want me to put my head in that noose so that you hook me for life. You don't need to take credit because it's easy. I mean, sometimes when I used to teach this thing, and taught so many different courses. I did a course once, I can't remember where, on personal finance I was teaching. And one of the old things that I stuck to, and I told them, unless it's an absolute dire life and death situation, you don't take loans. If you're going to build a house, perhaps you take a loan. If you're going to make a serious in capital investment, if you're going to invest in a weed whacker, maybe yes, because it will pay for itself. If you're going to invest in a truck that will make deliveries, yes, it will pay for itself. But you don't take loans for couch, you don't take loans for fridge, you don't take loans for carpet, you don't take loans for curtains and stuff like that. You don't take loans for microwave. Heat up your food on the stove. The kind of items that we take loans for are not items that what we call investment goods. I'm trying not to make it technical. Not items that will better our welfare and better our situation, but items that are consumed and are gone.
Yeah.
If you buy a truck, well, I know that's a big item there, but if you buy that item sits around for a while, yes, it depreciates, but it pays for itself with usage. It's a capital good. It is not a consumption good. You go and you go and you buy some of the other items you have to decorate your home. The couch deteriorates and it doesn't add anything to your income situation. So I think what I see for what I know here in St. Vincent is that the majority of the people who go in for these mercenary and predatory loans, they take them out on goods that are just for consumption's sake and add nothing to better their overall welfare. There's a whole lot more I can say about it, but I think my time is expired.
Yeah, we have something there.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Somebody said, I never understood why people take carnival loans and Christmas loan. It not makes sense. Evelyn said, I work with a family in Montreal for 10 years. I learned a lot from them. For that 10 years, still the same curtains and furniture. Once they are clean, it's okay, and I'm doing the same.
Yeah, good for you, Evelyn. Good for you. I'm telling you, if guys, loans become a trap for poverty, and especially for some of the things we take loans for, look at what they offer you and walk away and say, no way, sir, I'm going to take your knife and stab me in my chest. No way am I going to do it. Try not to take these loans. That's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Do not take one of these loans. You will thank me for it later. You might be upset at me now. You might say, well, I am talking from a position I don't know who's in it, feel it, and all of that. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there, and I'm still there, but I'm not going to take their loans. All right? You will thank me for it later. You might be upset now. You will thank me for it later. Do not take the loan.
I think Evelyn comment on the curtain that she has have up for a while is I was feeling guilty, but I feel better because I have some curtain up there for a while now. I just wash them and change them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wearing the same shirt. Nothing wrong if you don't have a microwave. I've gone without microwaves for so long. You know, I mean, it's just like there are different ways you compensate. There's nothing wrong with your television. You could, if you have a phone, a simple phone, you could get a lot of the entertainment. A lot of what comes on television these is trash. Anyway,
but say if you know about Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey, what?
Good financial teacher, he said.
I think the name rings a bell. Let me see what I have here on personal finance.
You're sending passes to the homework now.
Like you pull out something.
No. This one is psychological management and testing. This other one is
Mario, for some reason, Christmas does catch me, and I understand what Pastor was saying, because it feels like you have to buy all these things, and sometimes you don't buy these things, and you realize, boy, I ain't get a thing this still, I ain't get a
consumerism, and we that's one of the things in my largest series. I have I jotted down 7 things if I could change about the mindset of Vincentians to make us better. I actually jotted down 7 things that I would change. And one of the things I would change is the consumerism mindset. If I could enter into your head and touch some kind of switch so that you don't consume, it would make you better. You would progress. If you watch people who get rich, it is when they put a cap on consumption and say, no matter how poor I am right now. I watched one guy, he was washing cars for another guy. That's all he was doing, washing cars. All right. That he had no income, no security, no home, no nothing. He's probably listening now, washing cars right here in St. Vincent. His income probably would amount to $600 a month. So that's real poor. But out of that, he set aside something. Then he bought wraps for himself. Then he bought polish for himself. And then he bought. And before you know it, he was basically washing cars for other people. And not washing cars for a firm that has a car wash, but he was doing his own thing. Listen, this guy is one of the most well-to-do guys that you would catch around St. Vincent. Now, he started small. He didn't waste his money on bling. He didn't waste his money on clothing and all kind of trap and all. He just was diligent and like, I ain't gonna borrow money. I am not borrowing money. I am not borrowing money.
Yes.
That's a trap to make me poor. I will make my own money little by little. And it takes time, it takes patience. But if you could delay your gratification for a little bit, I'm telling you, boy, you will have some financial freedom. I wish that there would be some people listening to this simple presentation this morning and something triggers that you say, I ain't taking out no loan.
Yes, well, thank you very much for that insightful presentation. You know, the time is against us.
I know how it goes.
All right.
Thank you so much, Doc.
All right, take care.
All right, my friend. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, Mario.
That is how it is.
Yeah, folks, time is against us. You know, we have to wrap it up, get out of here, make way for who's coming
Jill.
Up next.
That's right, Jill in the shade room.
Man,
Jill is coming up, and today's what? Today is Wednesday.
Yes, today is
okay.
Wednesday.
So we should have an episode of Mindset with her today at 11:15 as well, as they talk about their mental well-being and so forth, and how you can can navigate things like depression, etc., etc. It's a pretty interesting series and something you definitely want to listen to with Jill and Puncher on Boom 106.
Well, hopefully Jill is in a good mindset today. I think so. I saw her out there. So, you know, folks, we are out. Have a good day and thank you for tuning into Boom 106.9.
We out.
We are the trending station.